Last time on Smoking Gun, Eden had a dream under the light of the full moon.
It was scary. I thought it was going to be nice.
Visions of fire, gunpowder,
Death.
and of omens. Yeah. What were your thoughts on it, Dylan?
It was scary.
How scary?
Very. Like, I didn't like it. But I did. I liked it. But, like, I didn't expect
1 out
it.
of 10? Like
7. I've seen you DM scarier, but I would hope we don't do that anytime soon.
absolutely not. I would never do that to you guys. I would never do anything horrible to you.
This is what we call foreshadowing in the business.
Eden, you wake up to smell smoke inside of the barn. The real barn.
The barn's actually on fire?
You wake up to smell smoke.
What else am I seeing? Do I need to make a perception check?
You go ahead, you get up, you see the light come in through the cracks of the barn. And you can see a thick black smoke that's making its way inside of the barn.
Oh, what?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. How's my breath? How am I breathing? Is there a lot of smoke in my lungs right now? Am I
Some of
coughing?
roll me a Constitution saving throw.
I can do that. 18.
18?
Yeah.
Easy enough. You're doing A-okay. You go ahead, climb down, I'm assuming.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, you go ahead, head outside of the barn, and that's when you see the giant bonfire going on outside as several people are over at the barn tearing off planks from it, what looks like farm hands, piling it, and going ahead and lighting a fire.
Can I make an insight check to deduce what's going on?
So you kind of come out to see them all just there, and then they all turn and look at you, and they say, "Oh, hey, you!" One of them is a guy with just a regular white cotton shirt, some jeans that are like really faded, overalls, and he's got the sleeves cut off, embarrassing farmer's tan, and has kind of like a straw hat. He says, "No squatters allowed here."
Oh, I'm so what time is it?
It's around 8 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, I have to go. Sorry, sir. And I run off.
Okay, are you gonna go back inside to grab any of your stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you don't mind, can I just grab my things and leave? It was just a one-time thing.
Grab your stuff and get out of here now.
Okay, I'm gonna grab my stuff and get out of here.
He says, "No good, cullies."
So, and I hurriedly just go in. I was trying to think of something like when I did the bread, but I couldn't think of anything. So I just grab my stuff and I head out to the tavern. I'm probably running a little late. I go, kill him.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't kill him.
You go ahead, start making your way over to the Roger Ale House Inn. It's gonna take you a good while, probably a good hour to get there.
Okay.
Probably more. Well,
It's a long walk.
probably more. Yeah. Probably more like a
Hey, no train system?
good 30 or 45 minutes. No, not underground or anything like that.
Okay.
There are some trolleys in the northern districts of town, but they're only working in the northern part.
Okay. Then I'll just make my hike up there, say hi to Miss Sheila,
You got
and
it.
along the way, inform her of what's going on and tell her that there's hope.
Okay. So you stop by Miss Sheila's cart, and she says, "Eden, how you doing?
I'm doing good.
Why do you smell like smoke?"
Just woke up to outside. You know how outside smells get. But I have good news, Miss Sheila. Good / even kill news. So,
Oh, okay.
met with the dent.
You what?
Yes, ma'am, I did. And long story short, because I'm in a rush, my accent done got a lot more country. A lot more. What happened was we made a deal, and as long as I come through for him on something, he's
Eden.
going to forgive your debt.
Eden,
What could go wrong?
you could have been killed. That's what could have gone wrong.
I did not have a choice. We were trying to help somebody.
You did have a
and-
choice. This is my problem. You don't have to worry about it.
No. At the end of the day, we met with him not because of you, but he offered us a deal, and I just added in the caveat that if we accomplished it, he'd forgive your debt. He accepted.
So you were already in trouble when it.
I guess that's a way of putting it. Sure, I was already in trouble, so don't worry about it. I just threw you in as a little extra bone, so that I could receive. So just want to let you know that have till the end of the month to accomplish this goal. I'll keep you updated. Doesn't mean to stop watching your back or to, lose your focus. I need you to stay strong, but there's hope.
Eden, you're far too young to start getting yourself in trouble right now.
Gotta seize the day, man. Gotta seize the day.
I appreciate that you went on a limb while you're in the middle of your own troubles, but please, we know what we were getting ourselves into. Just be careful.
You got it.
Okay.
I promise you, everything's gonna be okay. It always is.
Okay. Come back around dinner time for free popkin, all right?
Okay, that sounds good. Thank you, Miss Sheila.
All right. With that, it'll probably take you about probably about 40 minutes to get to the ale house. With that, Sabin, Seamus, Johnny, and Karis, y'all each get up respectfully from y'all's slumber.
I woke up 2 hours earlier than they do.
Okay, absolutely. You feel your servos start up again as you get off of sleep mode.
Yep.
What do you do?
Well, I guess if you want to talk into that.
Probably nothing right now. I'm probably just gonna wait for Saban to wake up.
Nice. You're just kind of standing over his bed, just
No, I said I was framing the door outside of the room.
gotcha.
He in the hallway, man, just snoozing.
Saban would stir awake.
Oh,
eventually.
if that's the
I'm
case,
talking to him.
if that's the case, the innkeeper would have came over to you and said, "Hey, nobody in the halls."
I was already sleeping.
Oh, no, but beforehand, I didn't realize you were outside in the hall.
You can just do that in the room.
I guess I want to give you some privacy. I guess I'll be in the
We're,
room. then.
we're literally on the same job together. Why wouldn't we be in the same room?
I'll be in the room.
All right. Yeah.
All right. Saban would eventually stir awake. Just scroll fast.
No, you're good. It's just I thought I was about to fart and it was gonna be loud, so I knew we were gonna have to edit out. But I sucked it back up, so we're good for
I
another.
probably wouldn't edit it out.
I don't think we should.
They didn't
Okay.
edit Austin.
I don't
They
think
didn't
this is the content that we're looking
I
for.
didn't hear it.
Austin said he heard it.
So I sucked it back
Yeah,
in, so
he went-
I mean it'll cook. For
Oh,
like
you
15
can totally hear
minutes.
my fart. I just farted so loud.
So Saban would eventually stir awake. He kind of left the letter written out on the desk before he went to bed, and he slept on it, and he realized that the letter's good to go. He's gonna, as he's kind of putting his vest on, he's gonna take a small metal pin that has Sparrowfield, like the logo on it. He's gonna take that off, and he's gonna grab some wax from the writing desk to seal the letter with. He'll melt it on the candle, press it into the envelope, and then as he puts the letter in, and then he stamps it closed with the pin, and he puts it back on his lapel.
Okay. All right.
So he's going to take that letter and he's going to mail it.
Okay.
Whenever he can.
You got it.
After he does that, he grooms himself a little bit. He'll wash his hair in the sink or something like that, or wherever. If he can bathe in there, he would. Put his clothes on after he hung them out on some hangers in the closet or the wardrobe. Put his clothes back on. Put his socks, his boots, everything on, and try to look as presentable as possible as he walks out the door.
Okay. Go ahead and walk out the door. You got your own room, right, Karis?
Yep.
Okay. Johnny, you go ahead, wake up with Percy and Heston. Percy and Heston both are just going about the day. Heston's tuning his instrument, while Percy is currently already up, kind of writing in a journal of his.
Can we say that I have like a little flask, or is that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is there a sink in the room?
No sink in the room. There is a what seems to be a bowl of clean water, though.
I'll just go fill my flask up with water, and then probably just stand up, brush the dust off myself, and right now I'm probably contemplating whether I want to go with robbery or murder first, but we'll see where the day goes.
Okay.
Did you move your mic a little bit closer to you?
Heston goes ahead and starts making his way down. Percy as well, but beforehand he makes sure that he grabs all his goods. He sort of looks at you and he says, "You didn't take anything, did you?"
Who, me? take something that don't belong to me. I don't even. Come on. Not yet.
He just sort of slowly turns out the door.
Check your pockets.
And then he makes his way down.
I totally took something.
Do you make your way down or do you stay inside for
Yeah, I'll follow them.
Okay, you go ahead and follow. Karis, you wake up, and I would like everybody to leave the room for a brief second.
First
Yikes.
time in the campaign. Make sure you're talking.
Yikes.
To the no.
Make sure you speak loud enough for me to hear you. So I can.
Speak loud enough
Make
for
sure to
me.
whisper quiet enough that we don't.
These are the moments, guys. We trust y'all not to watch them.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yep.
Unless you want to spoil it for yourself.
Yep.
I wouldn't make it a TikTok out of
Oh fuck.
Okay. You wake up, Karis. What do you?
Karis or Karis? Because Karis is what I went with originally.
Oh, Karis. Okay, my
Wait,
bad.
sorry. No, just.
Karis, you wake up. What were you wearing while you were asleep?
So just basically, I would have put some garments on with my normal robe hanging over the chair.
As you wake up, you feel the amulet around your neck, that twisting red shape of stone, and strange runes written upon it. You hear it begin to whisper incessantly into your mind, reverberating across the chamber of your skull. You jolt up a splitting migraine. The room around you begins to spin until suddenly, all at once, it seems to finally steady. You hear for a brief second as suddenly descending from the ceiling, which is now pitch black, hundreds of different crows fly down, circle into a spot right in the middle of the room. And you see a man in a black cloak.
But you seem familiar.
I should. You have a lot to thank me for.
Who are you?
I'm your patron. Forgot about me in that short a time?
You just wear different attire.
Indeed I do. Good job, Cully. You've done very good connecting with everybody and getting everybody connected. That was a close call with the gunslinger back there. Would have been very bad to our cause if you were arrested.
Well, what you call a close call, I call a day's work.
Good.
May not have been the cleanest of deception, but effective nonetheless.
Well, and that's what we're looking for, Karis, is effectiveness. Your mission remains the same. I need you to watch over Percy, or rather watch over Eden. Ensure he gets what he wants. Need him alive. Need him in good standing. That is the goal. There is another objective. One that is even more important than keeping the boy breathing.
And what would that be?
You need to make sure that that little gnome, Sabin, he needs to become a gunslinger. But he must never share the sympathy and brotherhood with them.
I would hope nonetheless, or I believe I would be inclined to kill him myself.
Yes. But we need him in a position of power. That is what we need if we wish to enact true change. You still remember what happened, right? Why we must do this? Why the need for lies?
I remember everything.
A pitiful duke protected by these so-called venerators of justice. It's a crying shame. But soon, our time will come. In the coming years, everything will be changed forever. But victory will rely on having a seat at the table. I myself hold a seat of great power, but there must be somebody in their ranks who can truly bring about that change. Oh, and one more little thing. I need you to... How do I ask this? How do I ask this? I need you to keep an eye on Mr. Creedmoor and Seamus. There's a lot more to them than what may meet the eye. Heston, well, he's being played like a fiddle, whether he sees it or not.
By whom?
By you, whether you realize it. I will explain in time. I know, a little bit cryptic, but that's the name of the game. I wouldn't be a very good patron if I wasn't.
Does Creedmoor tell the truth when he says he's from 3,000 years in the past?
Let me put it to you like this. A very ancient, shall we say, competitor of mine, has his eyes on Mr. Creedmoor. And this competitor is another level of annoyance that must be swatted away. The same way that you would swat away a mosquito. I'm not saying to get rid of Heston. Get rid of Johnny. No. He can be very valuable. Simply keep an eye and ensure that he doesn't start growing any horns or furry legs of his own. That'll make sense in time.
Well, perhaps I can pose one more question. What do you plan with the boy, with Eden?
He is...
And why is he special? He seems to be nothing more than an orphan.
An orphan? An orphan he is not. Let's just say that he is a bargaining chip. A very important one at that.
With who?
I'm not inclined to say. Sorry. Things will come in time. Time is the greatest revealer of all things. The greatest eraser. You can have 1,000 things of dynamite. You'll never be able to get rid of the mountain. But give the wind and the sand and the elements enough time, that mountain will fade away into nothing. That is all that I require from you. That is
Fair
your
enough.
mission. Go about it however way you wish, but do not reveal your true intentions.
Just continue on the same course. They do doubt me, doubt my intentions, and
Of course.
I remain cryptic, but they, of course, question it and certainly are uncomfortable with it.
May I give you a bit of advice? Sabin, the boy. My research indicates that he has a family that he wishes to take care of. I want you to appeal to his sympathies. I want you to become his friend. as I've said before, it's very important that he becomes a friend to our cause once he's made it amongst the Knights' ranks. And to do that, you need to prey on his fears, what he is afraid to lose. Befriend him. Let him trust you. And we will continue after that.
Okay.
Long days and pleasant nights, Karis.
As to you.
With that, you see as the man begins to transform, as thousands of crows surround him again, this entire flock, this murder of crows and ravens, rises up into the air before shooting directly at you, their beaks colliding into your body, piercing every single inch of your skin, until eventually you finally wake up. And with that, we will bring everybody else in.
I felt the vibration.
Bro, I freaking hotboxed that room.
Good God.
I won't.
Huh?
Okay.
I'm gonna fast forward through it.
Austin's gonna walk in and go, some fucking stinks.
Leave it open so we can
Forget
hear
how I
it.
got both
Can we
of the
turn the
dudes that
fan
smell
down
like
a
fart
little
all
bit?
the damn time on my side. Sorry, man.
Can we turn the fan down a little bit, or is it just one speed?
You still want it off? Yeah, you can turn it off.
No, I would prefer it off, but I was trying to find a compromise for everybody.
I know your eyes dry out. Here's what you do.
My eyes hurt really bad right
Get
now.
some snow goggles.
Yeah, I mean straight up, I will if I need to.
Bro, looks like a sketch over there, bro.
I've been doing that because my
Stop
eyes are so
brother.
dry. They're
Stop
watering a
brother.
little bit right now.
Can we turn the fan on, brother?
Tuesday,
Can we turn the fan
Tuesday.
on? Tuesday. I got him, brother. I got him. I
You
got
said you were
him.
babysitting.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I thought you said
He
you
was
were
lifting, he was
babysitting.
holding his balls.
And so, with that, Karis, you make your way downstairs where everybody's waiting at a simple wooden table.
Sure, nothing happened.
Yeah, now that he is properly tweaked.
Properly tweaked.
Has he finally put some clothes on? Was that what?
Oh yeah, he's got some.
I've
clothes
got some
on.
garments on under my robe.
He's got some good garments going on.
So you just were naked that one day.
Yeah.
It's not like a thing that you.
That's because it was a Tuesday, bro.
It just depends on the day, yeah. Sometimes
That's
I'm pretty well,
crazy.
sometimes I don't. I had a little rash from the long journey. I mean, I just got into town after trekking her.
Oh, rash.
Yeah. It's a little red.
Got an eventful battle with some poison ivy.
Bro, how do you find a
Okay.
rash on a tiefling, bro? You look for
Yeah,
the one red
it's a
spot?
lot harder than you would think.
So Karis makes his way to you guys, takes a seat, I assume, and what do y'all do?
Am I there yet?
Yeah, you're the last to arrive, as they kind of have to wait about 10-ish minutes, and then you're able to come inside, open the door.
I'll kind of listen up and like, oh guys, I'm so sorry for being late.
We just kind of sat down, so you're fine.
Okay.
Hey, Karis, can you turn this water into that rye whiskey for me? I hand you my flask.
It's such a problem. Like,
And I'll do just that. I'll basically reach forward and just snap, and it'll taste like whiskey.
I now realize that true purpose for magic.
Now, keep in mind, you're not going to get intoxicated, but
No, it's just I
It
love
just
that rye
tastes.
whiskey.
nice.
Magic
Alright,
is
so-
intended to serve us,
Did I miss anything?
and it
Nope.
is
We all just
simple,
woke up.
weak magic it takes to
Mm.
flavor a drink.
That's the best service they can do for me right there.
All right, so we're gonna do this for the dent today. Or we're gonna start. Or
Yeah, and I have an idea, if I may.
go ahead.
I was reading a book last night, and it got me thinking on how we can uncover the information that we need without stepping on any toes. See, me and Johnny, I think, have a knack for doing things undercover. I don't know his reasoning. For me, I've just become adept at being in the shadows and doing things sneaky, being on the run for a little while. With that being said, if we can find out where this lady lives, I like our chances on breaking into her home and pillaging for any information linking her to the recipe, or planting evidence. I really don't want to do that. I really don't, especially if she's a good person. But at the very least, we can find out what kind of person she is, and get the info we need, get out, serve the dent, and then move on to whatever objective we need to do next.
And probably steal some stuff too. It'd probably be insurance.
If she's a bad person.
Yeah, for insurance.
I have a feeling it doesn't matter if it's a bad person. I think Johnny's gonna steal regardless.
Everybody's a bad person. I mean, she probably stole some candy from a lollipop store at some point.
She could have done that, yeah, when she was 5, maybe.
You never know.
I do believe the most important step is to learn about and understand our target. So,
Right. So if we see what kind of goods they got in their safe, that tells you a lot about somebody.
I think he's referring to surveying, but
and I think you
got this, Cars.
you are
Let him know.
correct to say that Johnny Creedmoor does not draw attention to himself. What a wonderful pick for the job.
Right.
Well, no, I'm trying to. Yeah, well, I believe in him. I believe in you, Johnny. I think that as long as you keep your mouth shut, we're gonna be able to do it.
We ain't got
Incredibly
this at
easy.
all. There's no chance. I did not know that was part of the job.
I'm correct. He was definitely being sarcastic.
Oh, my bad.
Does the robot have more social awareness than I do?
Maybe.
That's
I don't know.
crazy.
Anyway.
So, yeah, I mean, what do y'all think about that idea?
Will be any action on her own? Yeah, I suppose it'd be a good place. Does she work in an office or something? Or is she working? She works in the tavern, huh?
Well, I figured we would have to start by asking around about,
Yeah.
what's her daily routine like and finding out where she lives. But with all of us here, I'm sure we can find that information out pretty easily.
Y'all do already know that the O'Malley twins are the ones who run the Fizzy Ferret, and Janet is their mom, effectively, our mother figure, if you want.
I do.
And Janet's the lady that we are trying to.
Yeah.
I do a lot of my best observations from inside somebody's home. So.
We have to find out where that home is first, though.
Right. I didn't say her home. We just break into somebody's house until we find it.
No, I don't think that's the good idea at all.
Well, yeah, I agree with Eden on this one. Maybe we find the right home and then we break into it. You know what I mean?
Right. So we'll cover both fronts at once. I'll start breaking into homes, and if y'all find the right one, I'll meet y'all there.
Also, I just want to point out, after having that omen told to me at the end of the last camp episode,
Yeah.
I'm kind of like eyeing everybody down a little bit, just
Yeah.
kind of,
Absolutely.
you know what I'm saying, like trying to
Absolutely.
piece together anything. Can I roll an insight check, see if anybody makes me suspicious?
Just on everybody in the group? Just on everybody in the group?
Huh?
Just everybody on the group?
Maybe,
Yeah.
maybe
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie, specifically Cars.
Okay, so you specifically want to do it on cars?
Maybe that on that side of the table, maybe.
I already know what he's about, but the reason why it says
you're
faces
right,
of a
you're
friend
right,
is
yeah.
I feel like Karis would be the most likely to be my friend
Okay.
here, and I'm becoming a little suspicious of him
Absolutely.
in particular. So can I roll an insight check on him?
Yeah. Cars, you'll either do perception, yeah, persuasion or deception. But don't tell me which.
Yeah.
Or is this an investigation?
No, it's insight.
Insight? Okay.
Yeah.
You want me to say it?
Yeah.
You got yours yet?
Hold on, I'm just making sure that I had it pulled up. There we go. Yeah, I got it.
See mine? Showing dice.
Okay.
You got
Under
yours?
review.
I got
Yeah.
a dirty 20.
23.
23?
Ooh.
Okay. Yeah,
It's crazy.
Karis
Our
just
charisma-based
kind of going about his regular thing. Just seems to be his same stoic self.
Then I just kind of like eye him, and I just raise a glass, and take a sip of water.
Orange juice.
Orange juice.
All
And I
right,
just
so,
keep repeating that phrase in my head. The enemy comes with the face of a friend.
so I guess we got to take a trip back to the tavern then to maybe see where she lives.
I think-
Brewery.
The brewery.
I think.
You think do they have tours maybe?
Well, what gets me is it smart to walk into her territory, or should we go to her opponents, the people who would be against her, and ask about her living quarters and where she's day to day? What do you think?
That sounds more
Well, here's an
your
idea.
and Karis' style.
Here's an idea. What if I go under the guise of Sparrowfield wants to get into shipping brews? Okay? I
Okay.
go in there and I'm going to fake like I'm trying to start the conversation about maybe a trade deal to start shipping brews to somewhere. And, I want to get that conversation started And I think because I got this pen, and I could. Yeah,
I kind of like where this is going.
I could try to act like you guys are my business associates.
I tell you, what you do is you go to her and you tell her that we got this nice product, right? That we want to send to her so she can sample it from Sparrow, whatever, that bird you said. And then we tell her, but we got to know where to ship it at. We can't ship it to no bayou down the road. We got to ship it to our house. So where is it? Huh?
Johnny, it is imperative, though, that in these conversations you stay quiet.
Right. Yeah, I'll be in her house breaking in, and then y'all figure out where it's at.
And how confident are you that you can even sell that to her?
Well, what I was going to say is, what's your deception score, Saban? Because
My persuasion is really high.
I have a +4 deception.
I got a +0 to perception.
There's what I was going to say is,
I got a +6.
if you
But, no.
if you can disguise Karis, and maybe I can put some grease in my hair, slick it back a little bit, make myself look more proper, we might be able to sell that idea that you just had. Does anybody, I kind of look at Percy, have a spell that can make people look different than what they are?
I think
Or-
Mr. Cord has something similar.
Or
Do you, Heston, as I'm looking at?
Heston,
I stared right through you.
give me 1 second. Let me
or
see if Heston does.
Johnny can do it.
Do what?
No.
Johnny is our specialist in breaking and entering and stealing stuff.
Yes,
That's
he
where
is.
his role
You
comes
said it
in.
yourself. He's charismatic.
Heston kind of
He's charismatic.
speaks up and says, "Unfortunately, my ability to disguise myself is more of an inherent magic, if you will."
Okay.
I mean, even then, Heston's still gonna have to do that anyway. So
Percy does speak up, and he says, "Well, as it so happens, I do have a disguise. I do know this spell that allows you to kind of disguise yourself with limitations. One of those limitations is it has to be myself."
Well, then it might be me and you, Saban.
okay. I figure Heston could.
And of course, Heston. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's not here, but I would be talking to Heston,
Yeah.
saying like he's probably he's the most
Yeah.
charismatic.
Yeah.
Percy does speak up and says, "We were actually thinking about something else as well.
Okay.
We wanted to possibly go back to whenever I was kidnapped and investigate and see if we can find any traces of where the dent might have gone before effectively y'all found me hanging upside down a hook."
Okay. So
J-
your old room at your inn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just to see. Part of me thinks maybe the information could be valuable, but I'm good either which way you need me.
I mean, if it's on the way, I don't mind stopping.
I don't see why you couldn't break off and do that either.
No. Well, if we're dealing with time crunches and things, maybe it's good to conquer one thing at a time.
Yeah.
Does anybody want to go with Percy and investigate?
If it's on the way, I'll gladly go.
Well, so the plan is to go to the Fizzy Ferret, right? So the Fizzy Ferret is like less than a walk away from
Right.
y'all, pretty much. It's here. Allow me to.
I guess we could do the Fizzy Ferret first and then go to the inn.
Question is, anybody got a disguise kit or a comb?
I don't think I do.
Nope. I don't even have hair.
Interesting.
Shave it all off.
So
Okay, Saban, this is gonna sound odd, like an odd request, but I'm better at lying than you. Do you want to swap outfits?
You can't fit in his clothes.
I forgot he's 3 foot tall.
I am a gnome, sir.
I forgot.
I'm 3 feet tall.
We're gonna forget about that. We're gonna forget about that suggestion.
I'm sitting on a little baby seat.
I would never have asked that.
Sorry.
So keep in mind, remember when y'all went to the Fizzy Ferret, it was like right over here.
Yeah.
Over in this section, you sort of have the main, effectively, tavern room, and then you have the small building off to the side, which you can assume is where they do most of their brews.
Yeah.
The inn that you guys went to is one kind of adjacent to the railway station that comes in here. So yeah, this is kind of where you guys are at right now. Is right here. Fizzy Ferret here. You guys are right here.
Well, Saban, if we want the information, what I could do is go into that bar with you and just sit down and watch and survey the area while you do the selling.
I was thinking I could also draft up a fake letter real quick.
Okay.
Because, I mean, I've got the pen and everything, so I can seal it and everything. Kind of a formal introduction to starting business with these people. Maybe see if I could meet Janet. Probably gonna have to go through the two,
The twins.
the twins first.
As long as we can find their residence, that's really all we need.
And what's this lady's name again that we're looking for?
Janet
Yes, got you. Hold on.
Pogo Stick.
Boing boing.
Shit, boing, boing,
Jan-
boing.
it's Janet Pogue, if I'm not mistaken.
Janet Pogue?
Yeah.
Okay, so can I just go to the barkeep and ask him if he knows where Janet Pogue lives?
Yeah, you
also an option.
can certainly do that for sure.
Okay, so I'm gonna walk up to the barkeep and I'm gonna say, hey damn, Mr. Barkeep, you know where that Miss Janet Pogue lives?
He sort of looks at you and he says, Janet Pogue? No. I'm not sure where she lives. Her sons, the O'Malley twins, they're over the Fizzy Ferret. Always there working. She stops by there occasionally, if I'm not mistaken, but
Is there anybody else in this bar with us, in the tavern?
there's a couple of patrons here and there, a couple of the morning people who stayed the night.
Can I walk up to each and every one of them and ask them if they knows where Janet Pogue lives?
I would stop you, I think. I think I would stop. I think I would kind of
Okay.
like, Johnny, chill.
I'm trying to find out where this Janet Pogue
You're
lives.
making it too obvious that we're looking for Janet Pogue.
You know what?
Yeah, that's because we're looking for Janet Pogue.
Yeah, but you don't make that. You don't make your crimes obvious.
While they're arguing
mean,
about
I'm a
it,
pretty
can I
good criminal
roll
and they've all
a
been pretty
perception
obvious.
check to see if it looks like there would be anybody wearing any clothes that are like branded with the Fizzy Ferret, or just people
Okay.
that I may have seen when we passed through there last?
Yeah, go ahead.
Or unless would that be perception or investigation? Please
It'd
perception.
be perception.
Great, thank God.
Perception.
I have an idea.
9.
9. Unfortunately, nothing really sticks out to you.
what's your idea?
So, Johnny just learned us something. She goes to the Fizzy Ferret every now and then. And just follow her home.
If she's there right now, yeah.
I mean,
Wait
it's
outside.
early in the morning. I don't see why she wouldn't come at some point during the day.
So you just want to camp out?
I
And
think,
we can have one of you guys. do
yeah,
it.
someone look out on the outside, just kind of loiter. I'll go in, talk to the twins, try to set up a meeting. Maybe the fact that, I'm trying to set up a meeting with her. The twins will call her. She'll come over. We'll have our fake business meeting. Then I'll be like, all right, I'll see you later. I'll go respond to Sparrowfield. You guys will tail her when she starts to leave.
I like so in a way, one of us stakes out, one of us stakes in.
That's right.
You're doing the selling.
That's right.
I'll stake out. I'll keep a
Who's
look.
who's good at being quiet and sneaking?
I'm good at being quiet.
Are you?
If
I mean,
he's rowdy in a bar, that makes sense. That's what drunks do.
Yeah.
And no offense, but you are a drunk.
I haven't even got buzzed yet, so I mean,
That's
His tolerance is so high.
It's incredible.
Well, he's been drinking water.
But I mean,
he's
but,
got 4 bottles of rye whiskey on him.
yeah, he drank them all.
No, he doesn't.
He
Yeah,
did.
he
He
does.
drank them
They only,
yesterday.
gave him, they only gave him a double and a single.
Oh.
But before that,
I did have like 6 bottles of rum.
before that, I like that idea.
Yeah.
Karis, what are you gonna do?
You wanna go with him?
As it stands now, maybe I'll be left to observe and improvise should any hangups happen.
That'd be
You
a
could
good
always
idea.
act like an ambassador of some sort from a far off land.
I think me and Heston go in there.
Okay.
It's not a bad idea.
There's
I
gonna-
think that role is better
Indeed.
suited for someone with less appearance,
Like me.
I don't think so, Seamus.
less horny.
I don't know what should Seamus be doing.
I can stay outside and look for him.
Okay.
I'm pretty perceptive.
You could be there with me and be like my guards or my guard. I guess you kind of already are.
It would make you look more official if you had a guard of
Yeah.
some sort of bodyguard.
Yeah.
I can do that.
And Percy, I guess we'll see you later.
Percy just kind of looks and he says,
Well, I mean, I'm scared to let Percy go off on his own.
I don't want to go off on my own.
I think he comes with y'all for the stake out.
Sure.
Yeah, I can do that. Obviously,
How's yours?
I can
You
disguise
stealthy?
myself.
You stealthy?
Know.
Well, you know what? We'll figure that out when we get there. Come on.
Actually, pretty good, pretty stealthy,
Okay.
pretty
Let's do
stealthy
it.
fella.
All right. Okay. I guess I'll draft up a little letter at the table we're at real quick.
Okay.
I can just go back in my room,
Yeah.
do the wax seal thing again with my pen,
Yeah.
little lapel pen, and but it's just essentially a letter of introduction of
Mhm.
who I am and what and who I am.
I'm assuming I have
Nice,
one of
okay.
those as well, right?
Say again?
Yes, I would say yeah. If that's okay with you,
Yes,
us two having that
absolutely.
little lapel pen.
No, and because I mean that's a very important thing that shows you're representatives of Sparrowfield.
So yeah, I'll just draft up an introduction letter real quick.
Okay.
Just saying who I am, who he is, and also our. Here's what Mr. Cord can be. He can pose as another brewery, inspector. He's coming in to check the validity of how good your brew is, so that we can also potentially draft up a trade deal.
Very
Yeah,
nice.
That's
why
what
would you
Mr.
want to
Cord
get
can
in
be.
business with a bad?
Exactly.
Very nice.
He's my professional that I'm bringing in to consult with on the validity of how good their brews are. That's what Mr. McCord will be, and
Okay.
it'll just be this kind of little short introduction letter of who we all are and why we're here.
Okay, nice.
To potentially, if Janet is not here, I give this letter to the twins, and then she eventually comes and gets the letter from them. That's what the plan's going to be for now.
Okay, nice. Cool.
Also, on the way to the brewery, I want to collect any like Johnny Creedmoor wanted posters that I found.
That's what I was. The only other thing
Okay,
I was
you
about
got
to
it.
bring up that I was worried about, because I'm sure I would have seen some on the way.
Yeah.
Is there a way, man? We got to get him a disguise kit.
Oh yeah. Okay, so actually,
I was about
one
to say,
thing-
do you have any criminal contacts, maybe?
I can roll. Can I roll to see if I have any criminal friends?
What's your background again? Because your background sometimes will have special features, and so if you have the I think thief background, you typically come with some contacts.
Pretty sure mine is pirate.
That would make sense.
Haunted one? You can roll me a history check to see if you know of anybody who could be
Yeah, it's probably.
falling into that.
Well, it might be relevant.
13.
Actually, let me look what I have.
13. Okay. You know about this group of twins. Ironically, actually not twins. Brother and sister duo. Called the Sylvana duo.
I got something. I don't know.
And basically, they're just like two really well-known pickpockets who are rumored to have connections with bigger fish. But that's about all that you would know. Effectively.
So tell me if this gets me anything.
They typically hang out in Lower Town by the fish markets.
Tell me if this gets me anything. My background's courtier, I guess is how you say it. Would feature court function. Your knowledge of how bureaucracies function lets you gain access to the records and inner workings of internoble court or government you encounter. You know who the movers and shakers are, whom to go to for favors, for the favors you seek, and what current intrigues and interests in the group are.
Yeah. Okay. So it may be less of like specific contacts, unless you were like saying gas guard. But yeah, you from your studies you would know enough of. Oh, hey, we're gonna want to look for this particular individual, or we're gonna want to get this particular seal to access this, or this.
Yeah, so I figured through like trade routes and stuff, I would at least know a little bit about like who some of the nobles and what their functions are here. Like with
Yeah, so to know about any of the nobles here, you'd maybe have to roll a history check. But as far as like the inner functionalities, that's kind of where that comes to play. Gas guard, you'll basically know any of the nobles from there and things like that.
I've got city secrets, and that pretty much applies to this exact situation. But I would imagine it's more for mages than it is for Gilead.
Yeah. I mean, it still lets you, from what I remember reading it still lets you travel through the city in half as much time. Yeah, so like if you would have been in Eden's position, you actually would have made it in 20 minutes rather than whatever.
Well, regardless, it ain't like I have the money. What's the currency called?
Just gold, silver, copper.
I don't have the gold.
This is purely a tribal thing. There's nothing about
Okay.
knowing contacts.
You got it.
I can get through a city twice as fast.
I don't have the gold to buy Johnny a disguise kit. We could cut his hair.
Oh, I'm disguising for what?
So you don't get arrested immediately.
I'll just break out again. I mean, it's not.
I understand, but
I think it'll
the
be
problem
hard.
is that when you get arrested, it's very likely that most of us might also be attempted to be arrested as well.
Well, I just sneak
If you
around.
get arrested, it's one extra step to getting back home, Johnny. Think about
Right.
it that way.
Well, that's. I mean, at this point, I think it's kind of inconsequential
Why don't you
whether I get home or
do
not,
that magic you did on the poster on his face?
and make me look just like the poster.
Yeah, well, it's one post.
Well, yeah.
I just don't know if it's
What's
he
his
did
current
it.
appearance? What's Johnny Creedmore? He like his hair,
Yeah.
facial hair.
Long brown hair, brown goatee, greenish eyes.
Does anybody have a cloak on them that they're not like wearing?
Well, he's naked under his.
I have garments.
Not today.
You-
Today's Wednesday.
Do you wear a cloak?
Do
Do you wear a cloak? Percy,
I might have one though.
don't you?
No, I have a jacket.
As a temporary solution,
We could just
Perhaps
go
he
to the tailor
just-
shop, I suppose.
have him shave
Yeah.
his head and goatee.
I'd rather
Sounds good
go
to
to
me.
jail again.
Percy kind of looks around and he just goes, "Oh." And he kind of points behind him, and like right next to the door of the tavern is like a wanted poster of Johnny and
This is a-
everything.
this is a
And
big
one of
issue.
the patrons is starting to walk out and then kind of looks at the poster for a second.
Oh,
And
What? So
Man.
Saban's gonna stand up.
and then grabs it, or he doesn't grab it, just looks at it and goes, and walks out the door. But
I've been looking for those. I'm gonna walk up and I'm gonna sign it and then put it back where it was.
That's pretty funny.
roll slide a hand for me. I mean, unless you just want to do it out in public.
Is there
I'll
a,
just walk up and sign it. Yeah.
is there like a coat rack by the door as well?
Yes.
Well, if y'all want me to put a cloak on, I can just steal one. I mean,
I was about to do that.
yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Can I go steal a cloak?
Well, Saban would
Go ahead. Go to roll me
would
a.
steal the fuck out of something.
Let me see.
Saban is the goat at stealing stuff.
I was gonna say I
Yeah,
was
roll-
hoping we could
how-
get
how
a
you gonna
moment
go
so I
about
could
stealing
Doesn't
have
do it- yeah, he doesn't do it no more. But
Um,
if he has to
I'm
steal
gonna walk
something,
up to
he
the
puts
coat
it.
rack and put it
I
on
asked for that
like I
character.
own it,
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So you're just gonna act like you own it.
and then just walk away with it on.
I tell you what. Go and roll me a performance check since you're
about to
kind of
say, you
acting
can just
like you're
perform
acting.
that.
Yeah, you're acting natural. and
When he
everything.
when he's walking over there, I'm just gonna say to everybody at the table, to be quite frank, I think his personality is a problem.
Oh, yeah, big time.
A
Yeah.
little
Would
bit.
100%
No doubt.
agree with you on that.
You're not there.
Percy,
Out of character.
what'd you
I am-
get?
I'm there.
16.
Oh yeah, easy enough. You just kind of grab
I'm
it,
there.
put it on, and it just seems incredibly natural.
I'm there. You said I'm not there.
Whoever owns
Oh.
that coat was not paying attention to that fact, and so yeah, you just kind of chill with
I
it.
think
I
that's,
think
our
that's our
signal to go and
cue.
skedaddle. Let's go. Yeah, let's go.
As I begin to go, Percy kind of, and y'all step outside. Percy sort of comes up to Saban and Ian and says, "There's one more thing after this is done. So, you know, me being a student, I do know where to find a wealth of information. I've been thinking about it. I think the arrow will have exactly what we need. Now, here's the thing. I need my permit, but also on top of that, I need a sigil of the Akamai. Here's the thing. If I remember correctly, I think some of the higher courts keeps copy of these various sigils so that whenever my professor, whoever comes here to Gilead, to Kadesh, they can have an immediate stamp of approval if they need.
So you
Also, I
want
need to
us
get my
steal-
permit.
You want us to steal a sigil from her house?
It's not a sigil. It's a stamp. It's a little stamp. It's a seal of approval. Or I guess it could be a sigil. Regardless, here's the thing. If we're gonna find out where to find this thing that you need, I don't know if you guys want to find the thing that you need. The information is gonna be in the arrow. I can almost guarantee it.
Okay.
Yeah, well, that's we're already gonna steal stuff. Or at least Johnny is, so I steal that too. You know.
I have a question, Percy.
But one thing at a time, of course.
Yeah.
about your lost permit. Can't you just go and ask for a new one?
All the way at the University of Arcanic, I could.
Where's that
It's
at?
all the way in Mages.
Oh,
You would know this. Yeah, it's
okay,
just-
yeah.
I told you that, dude.
You didn't actually. You just said.
I should have asked you. Anyways,
Mom and Dad are fighting.
So what do you need it for here then? Is there
To get into the arrow. So that
Yes.
we
Oh,
can get
to
it's
get into
connected
the
in that way.
Yes.
They have several floors with varying libraries. There's effectively 3 different libraries within the Arrow, each for sort of a different sub-level of wizarding knowledge. Of course, the High Magus Balthazar holds all of it. The Arrow, I mean, if unless you're of high authority or of magical potential, you're not even allowed inside. So most people don't even know what's inside of it. and I've only ever been to the bottom floor, which is where the main base library is. That permit would allow me to get into the base library, but the more I think about it, that kind of knowledge or any kind of even recollection of such sigils and things of that nature, we would need to get to the second library, which would be, if I remember correctly, I think it was on the third or fourth floor. I think. Yes.
You know if there's anything in that there arrow that could possibly have information on like the whereabouts of someone that was born in Magus around 3,000 years ago?
I do not think so. I think that's probably a long shot.
Right. Do you know if that information exists in this time?
Probably not.
Right, I'll keep my hopes up.
Johnny, crazier things have happened. I've heard stories of adventurers long ago who saved reality by scaling up a tower. If something like that existed, I'm sure that you reuniting with your beloved is possible.
I actually knew them, by the way. They were I didn't know them. They
I
kinda saved me.
would roll a history check on that if I'm
Okay,
being
okay,
honest.
sorry,
Yeah, that's
sorry. I didn't
that
know-
gets a little bit
I
into
just-
into meta, just a little
Sorry,
bit.
I just thought it was
No,
a
you're
popular
good. You're good.
story. I thought it was a popular story.
No, because
Oh, that's a 7.
for most of the people in this time, that would almost be the equivalent of the dawn of time.
Well, then
to
can I
them.
just retcon it? Because I got a 7.
Yeah,
Can
absolutely.
I retcon it to some mystical story that was passed down?
Absolutely. You,
Maybe not a tower, but like.
I would say with that 7, you would probably have heard stories of. I think you would have heard stories of knights who were able to kill a god
There you go.
by igniting themselves with divine power.
There you go. If they can do that, you can do that, Johnny.
Yeah, right. Of course. Now, in order for me to put this cloak on, I'm gonna have to take my hat off.
Go and use the restroom real quick, but
I don't often
just
take my hat off.
trail. I'm gonna follow with you.
You can't just cut a hole in the hood.
I'm not cutting a hole in the hood. But Seamus, you're the only one here I trust. I'm gonna let you wear my hat till I can take this cloak off.
Okay.
Right. You better not lose my hat, Seamus.
I won't.
Okay.
Okay.
He goes ahead, takes the hat off. You see a massive bald spot, just like right there.
No.
Nah,
I was about to
I'm
say.
it'd be so cool
I'm
though.
gonna take my hat off and I'm gonna look to Seamus. I'm gonna say, kneel down,
I'll kneel down.
Seamus. With this hat, I entrust in you all the thievery I may ever do in my life.
I'm gonna take off my hat.
I now crown you the King of Thieves.
Oh, that's a big honor.
Don't lose
A
it.
very
Don't lose
big
it.
honor.
Yeah, so you go ahead and do that. Put on his head. And yeah, so what's next? Heston's gonna go with you. Okay.
We're gonna stake out. Me and Percy are gonna stake outside with Seamus. Kind of just pretend to lolly around throughout.
Absolutely.
I think James comes with me, right?
Oh, that's my bad.
No, you're good. So it's you,
Me and Percy.
Percy, Johnny, and Karis outside.
Johnny is gonna be inside. He's gonna keep a lookout, I think, from your perspective to make sure nobody's watching us. So from the other side, or
Gotcha.
he's also, we need a warning sign in case something bad happens.
Well, you're gonna be their bodyguard in the meeting.
I can just look around.
I think
You're
an
gonna
extra
go in
set of
a separate
eyes.
room
It's okay.
for the meeting.
An extra set of eyes, I
Johnny?
think, would be helpful.
If stuff goes bad, I don't know you. Okay, sorry. That's the.
Johnny, can you whistle?
That's the truth of it.
Yeah.
Like a loud whistle?
I mean, it's kind of like whistling Dixie, do that.
You and I'll I guess play a whistle out of my throat.
Nice. Yeah, you're able to replicate it really extremely well.
Your lips and you whistle. I don't know.
I
Or
can't.
you
I
grab
can't.
your tongue like
I've
this.
seen people do I can't do it. Though.
I can't do that. Everybody was
I can't do it either.
You can't make that sound?
No, but if it goes bad, I'll just get myself arrested and y'all can get away.
All right, let's go. Let's go do it. Let's go get this address and let's get this recipe / bread.
All right.
Okay. Alrighty. So with that, you see Heston kind of sort of just has his loot at the ready.
I really wish
And then-
Nelson was here.
And then for a second, he kind of thinks. He's like, does anybody by chance have a small thing of makeup?
Makeup?
Yes.
I can check.
I would think he keeps that on him though.
No, because he mainly uses his instrument.
I don't.
Heston.
Yeah.
Why can't
I
you use
don't.
his instrument?
You need
It-
components.
It would look a little bit. Basically, he kind of speaks up. He says, "It look a little bit suspicious if I tried to string my instruments in the middle of a meeting. But if I was to take some powder and just dab it up a little bit, plenty of nobility.
Is there a beauty shop around?
Probably nearest to the town. Allow me for a second." As he kind of goes off to where the railway station
If first
is.
comes to worst, we just go to the brothel.
It's
See if they
true.
got makeup there.
Well, the brothel is also within the inner city as well.
Ah, shit.
But he sort of looks to the railway station. He says, "Plenty of passerbys will be coming off. We could try to grab some there."
What spell are you trying to cast?
This guy's off.
It would be friends.
Friends. Okay.
Friends.
I was wondering.
It's probably good that we should do that. We should
Mhm.
some makeup.
So, with that, he says, "Come with me, Saban,"
All right, let's get this done real quick.
because the Fizzy Fair isn't too far off from the
Yeah.
railway station. Y'all go ahead and go over there, and what it is, it's more of it's not as grand as the Ivy Lodge platform. It's a little bit simpler, more of just a nice kind of side building, and then like wooden platform where people would get off and things like that. And sure enough, you see eventually Heston points to one lady who seems to step off, coincidentally at the same time with a thing of powder, just kind of put it on her face. And he kind of cracks his knuckles and he's like, "Behold, my friend, the power of music." As he looks at you and says, "You said you used to be a pickpocket, right?
I was, yeah.
Time to prove it." As he goes up and begins singing, just humming away at his dulcimer,
Right.
kind of going into a little ballad about the most beautiful girl from the east, just going da 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 da. As she just kind of looks and he steps in her way, she kind of goes and just like trying to rush off to the side, and he just kind of pops in, continues to play, and that's your cue.
All
As
right.
she is distracted.
You want me to roll sleight of hand?
Yes.
Let's see what Saban's got.
Probably with advantage, right?
Yes, with advantage.
Or is that Bardic Inspiration that you just gave me?
Oh, could he have done that with the song?
No, it was just
No.
the help action essentially. I think.
Do you still have your bardic inspiration, or that only
No,
lasts
it
for?
wore off.
Yeah.
First one is 17 plus 5.
17 plus 5?
Yeah.
20,
Oh, okay, that's solid.
23, right?
22.
22.
Oh.
Second one is one lower, so 20, whatever the fuck.
2.
Okay. Yeah, no, easy enough. You see where the lady had put the sort of powder into her purse, and you're able to easily just grab it. As Heston then kind of acts sad and dejected as the lady just goes on past him. As he turns to you and he goes, "Got it?" Puts it away, asks for it. Okay. I'll save this.
Boy, smooth.
It's been a while, but I was a little rusty. I could have done better.
There's a rush, isn't it?
Are you kidding? That was flawless. I didn't even see you grab it, to be
Well,
honest.
The best time I did it, I got a job off of it, so I didn't get a job this time.
You know what? That's a fair point.
Yeah,
But we're our harshest critics, aren't we?
I guess so, yeah. Alrighty. Let's get this plan underway.
While they were doing that, we would have been kind of camping outside. Did we see any lady that looked a bit more pristine walk in? That we would-
Roll me a perception check. Roll me a perception check.
Can we all do that?
Yeah.
I'm only assuming.
So
she
how
would
many
look
how many people are
well-dressed.
doing that? A person would be doing it too, so it's going to be a group check.
I'll do it too.
Okay, so it's going to be a group check.
Should I roll too?
Would
Are
den
you
have
keeping
explained
her-
her?
are
Would
you
the
keeping
den
her
have explained her appearance to us?
No.
Okay, that's fine.
I'm gonna cast guidance on myself.
I hope you got it better than I did.
I didn't.
Let's see. Ba-bum.
I got a 28.
28. Nice.
A 28. Oh
28.
My God.
I
Nice.
6.
Nine.
6.
11.
It's 28.
Okay.
28.
Jesus.
Though you kind of see people coming in and out of the Fizzy Ferret as the day goes on. At one point, you do see what seems to be coming out of a side door are two identical looking gentlemen. They're kind of wearing the same attire, which is sort of a no color cotton shirt, but it's actually more aligned with a sort of proper dress shirt where they got the lapels that you put through the sleeves. Nice corduroy green pants with some very nice black shoes. Tufts of red hair on both of their heads. One though is wearing a red vest, and the other one is wearing a green vest. And one's hair is a little bit more crazy and out there, while the other's is more pristine. And they're kind of just having a little silent argument on the side of the I guess tavern section of the brewery, as they kind of begin talking and arguing, and they head towards the smaller building that actually holds the what you would assume is the actual proper brew house.
All right. Me and Heston and Seamus and Johnny, we all ready?
All right.
So I guess now we'll be on the lookout for a redheaded woman. Now that we know what the twins look like.
Yeah, I would think so.
Yep.
Okay.
And we're doing a whistle. A whistle's the cue.
I was gonna say
If
that-
everything goes to shit, we can whistle. But I'd think.
Yeah, the cue is for if Johnny got caught.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I can do a little or something like that.
Or
Alright,
just
let's
scream,
go.
I'm being arrested. You can do that too.
That's true. I can always.
Okay.
I'm
I can
good at.
see-
I've done that plenty of times. I'm really good at that.
Alrighty, y'all.
Okay.
Let's get on in there.
Alrighty. So you guys go ahead, begin heading on inside.
So before we actually sit down, I'm gonna touch both Heston's and Saban's shoulder and give them emboldening bond, so they have a D4 in all their ability
Let's
checks.
go.
Nice. Okay.
Hey,
I love
Nice, that's
playing.
nice.
Hey, Mr. Corey,
Any-
you want to go ahead and give us a little inspiration before we head on in?
Yes. I think that's a great
I
idea.
think I need to be inspired for this one.
There's no material components or anything to this
No,
spell?
it's a class action.
Nah. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome.
It's a real
Last 10
class act.
minutes,
Love it.
just like me.
Let me just take a look at something real quick.
Oh, you said 10. I thought you said 2.
Oh.
Okay.
2 minutes is good.
Yeah, Heston goes ahead,
You can get the highlights in 2 minutes.
takes out his instrument, plays a little tune, and works his vocal cords in a way in which would provide inspiration
All right.
for a creature other than yourself.
So that's a D4 and a D6 right there.
Yeah.
Brother. Surely this is in the bag.
Absolutely. So
Don't say that.
you get it. So you get inspiration, and Johnny gets an inspiration as well.
Okay.
And then Seamus, are you going inside with them?
Yes.
Okay, and then Seamus will as well.
All right.
So are we still kind of walking that direction, or are we there right now?
We're outside.
We're walking in. You guys.
They're sticking out, yeah.
All right.
Wait.
As we would have been walking over here, I would have kind of struck up a conversation with Saban. Short but simple. But I would have just told you, Saban, you strike me as a man who has a family to protect.
You're absolutely right.
Well, I hope that we can share values, and I think in time we'll come to realize that me and you are a lot more similar than you would think. But I would like to sit down and discuss what your ideals as a gunslinger might be. I've come to show great hatred for the order as it stands, but perhaps you could sway my opinion.
Well, for one thing, I don't plan to be a dogmatic follower of the gunslingers, if that's any consolation. And if I'm being quite honest, I'm planning on using the gunslingers to help out my situation. I don't plan on being an absolute bastard. I don't know for how long I could keep this charade up that I do give a fuck when I don't. But
Well, change the order indeed. You would need to, if you want to maintain those ideals. But if it's any consolation, something about you tells me that you're a man who could do it.
Heston kind of turns and he says, "All right, well, enough chitter chatter, huh?
that's right. Time to get the thing done.
All right." You go ahead and you make your way outside of the Fizzy Fair Brewery, which you can see right there. You can also see kind of some of the brewery towers behind it. Hidden behind that is, of course, the warehouse where they perhaps keep their stores of alcohols and things of that nature. You You go ahead and step inside to a busy patronage as multiple servers and waitresses are making their way through the tables, serving the signature drink of the bubbling burrow, if I'm not mistaken. With that, you go ahead, look over, and you can see a different barkeep there this time around. You see, don't look at that.
Bro, showing us his cheeks, bro. His cheeks. I didn't hear you say cheeks.
You see a what looks to be a dwarven woman now with sort of dark black hair, comes down. Little bit of tracings of a goatee and everything as she's sort of wiping the counter and things like that, seeming to have taken charge for this shift. What do y'all do?
I'll Sabin will walk on up. Howdy, ma'am.
Howdy. What can I do you for?
I'm actually looking to speak to the proprietors of this establishment.
The O'Malley twins?
Sure, yeah.
On what business? They're very busy people.
I have a business proposition on behalf of Sparrowfield.
She kind of looks at you and she says, "Sure, give me a minute. Take a seat at the bar if you want."
Sure.
All right. She kind of goes up to one of the waitresses, says something like, "Hey, go out there." She goes out. About 8 minutes pass, and then you see those two redheads come in, make their way over, and they say, "What seems to be the situation?" Austin, welcome back. Before you entered into this place, you had went ahead and shape-shifted into a businessman, prominent enough, not prominent enough to be recognized, but prominent enough to where this gentleman was distinguished. You went ahead and shape-shifted into a 33-year-old human male that has long, straight black hair and gray eyes, with kind of rough skin that's like hidden under makeup, which goes into your plan of using that blush to secretly do friends, so you don't have to pull out your instrument. With that, y'all walk inside. The O'Malley twins have just approached, and you have one with wild red hair that's all over the place, and one whose hair is slicked back, looking dapper. That one approaches first and says, "Okay, what's this about business? Make it quick. We're very busy."
Well, I'm here on behalf of Sparrowfield. We're looking to get into the brewery business, and word around town is you've got the best brew.
The one with the crazy hair comes around and says, "Sparrowfield? Aren't your trade routes under a lot of attacks right now?"
You see, my friend, that problem is well in hand, I will have you know.
You see the dapper one say, "Jack, just calm down."
It's okay. It's pretty normal. News spreads quickly that supposedly Sparrowfield's been under attack, but my friend, that problem is well and truly in hand. I can promise you that.
Well, it's we've heard good things about your people. Great work ethic, despite the lower amount of staff. Apologies for my manners. Vladimir.
Well met, Vladimir. My name is Sabin.
Nice to meet you. This is Jack, as you have seen. Jack just kind of laughs once Vladimir kind of says his name and everything, and then mumbles something under his breath, and he says, "So, Sparrowfield."
That's all right. Lately, the boss has been getting a little sentimental. They spent some time here in Gilead, and they came to the Fizzy Fair one time, and they just were kind of struck by the quality of the craft you all have. And
Well, of course.
Word around town, even to this day, that you guys have an amazing brew. So, frankly, it was kind of a no-brainer for our head to come on down here and extend an olive branch to see if we could get a deal going.
Well, naturally. Have they come by recently? We've just recently enhanced our recipe, calling it the bubbling burrow now
As a
instead of
matter
the
of
burrow.
fact, that's exactly why we're here today.
And I'll
See,
just kind of butt in. Boris Longbottom. Well met.
Boris Longbottom, nice to meet you. Jack O'Malley.
Oh, Jack, good name.
You can call me Vlad, the dapper one says.
Nice to meet you, Vlad.
Of course. Nice to meet you, Boris Longbottom.
Boris Longbottom. Brews are my game. Brew is the name.
I see. Jack just kind of looks like, what are you supposed to be?
The brew expert.
Brew expert?
That's exactly right. You see,
Can't expect my client here to deal with you if we don't
That's
know the
correct.
brew's good.
I understand that, it's kind of a no-brainer that this is the best spot in town. But, unfortunately, the boys back at HQ are going to need some evidence, which is kind of, it's obviously this man doesn't need the beer, but honestly, I'm sure he's very excited to try this new brew out.
So
I know
excited.
I am.
Well, your expertise. Who did you apprentice with?
You see,
Can I roll a
that's
history check
very-
to see if I've heard of any?
You can. You
I want
absolutely
to
can.
give him the
You
help.
have
Boris,
you have a
medium
D4.
bottom.
Could I give him the help action here
You have a D4.
by
let's
saying,
go.
that's a very good question. As a matter of fact, my friend here had grown up in the very same town that Sparrowfield was invented, and founded even. And you see, he actually was with Hattrick, and Hattrick gave him a brewing tour.
Go ahead and roll deception for me. They're not trying to do any insight checks. It's just to see if you
roll
tell it well enough
Me?
to give them advantage.
Oh.
Or actually, go to roll me a performance check for this sake, because they're not really trying to look into if you're lying or not. It's just more so, is this a good enough story to lend
Oh, they're
credence to
actually
his
both
thing?
plus 3, so it's
Nat 20.
Oh, okay.
What's the
I'll use the D4 for
What do we
this
have
one. So
D4 for?
16.
You can use it on everyone.
And you do have
Yeah. Oh,
and you
yeah.
do have his
Yeah.
bardic
That's
inspiration.
right. I'll save that, the bardic inspiration.
I
Plus
did use
3,
one charge
so
of bardic.
19.
Big.
Solid.
It's just a 10-minute
Solid.
guidance.
Sick.
Nice. Okay.
So
Yeah,
advantage.
you will have advantage as Jack and even Vlad are both kind of like, they end up doing the same pose where they just kind of go
History check.
like this at the same time.
Leeway
Yeah.
is when he gave you the brewing tour.
The what?
When he gave you that brewing tour, then you picked a mentor in that town. Hopefully that idea came across. Uh-oh.
With advantage.
You do have a D4 you can add to that.
Yeah, it's not gonna help much.
And a
But
bar one that you can't give yourself mark.
Can you put
Yeah.
one time out?
Exactly.
ouch. Both of them were bad.
We'll put them both in timeout.
It's rough.
Let's see. It's not gonna be good. I'm gonna have to pull this out of my rear. All right. It's gonna be a 10.
It's gonna be a 10. Okay, so here's the thing. Unfortunately, you don't know of any breweries in Terran or anything like that, but you do know about one here in Kadesh.
Okay.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, you do know about the two in Kadesh, though, because this is easy information for you. You know that the only two other primary breweries here are the Bannered Barrow and the Arrow and Spigot.
Am I within earshot?
Yeah, you were there with them, right?
I got this.
You got it?
I think I got this.
Okay.
What was the second
I
one?
have something
Second
too.
one you
Don't
said?
worry.
Arrow
Spigot?
and Spigot.
Well, yes, when they gave me this tour, it set me up with the brewmaster of Arrow and Spigot, Nigel Broadtooth. I know you probably haven't heard of him before you stop me.
Yeah, that doesn't sound familiar.
He was great at his craft, but for some reason, one night he up and disappeared, left a note, said he went to, what was the place that nobody knows?
Faraday.
Faraday, for adventuring, never came back. As you know, Faraday is very mysterious place. It was a very secretive man, very strange mannerisms. Didn't like to be seen in public. Crazy scars. I couldn't blame him. He was kind of grotesque.
I
but
always wondered what happened to old Broadtooth.
yes,
Very strange. Very strange.
strange man. For
Very
sure.
Nigel. Very strange. Off to Faraday.
From what I've
Go
heard,
ahead and roll me a deception check.
From what I've heard, he's always been an odd man.
All right, I'm gonna roll the bar dice. I put him in timeout earlier.
You know?
They're both gonna do
It's
an
the broad
insight.
thing. You know Faraday. Very
Roll,
mysterious.
don't
Little
roll good,
Nigel.
okay? Pretty please. Oh, what you get?
Okay, that's not. Oh, that's actually good. Oh, that's okay. 19.
Plus a D4.
Oh,
Well,
let me add the
D4,
D4. Let me add the
baby
D4. Baby boy.
Yeah,
Okay,
let's go.
22.
Let's go.
Thank God you added that D4. That's all I'm gonna
Yes,
say.
sir.
My guy right there.
As basically,
Oh, you actually rolled.
Jack kind of says, Jack is just kind of thinking. They're both in that same pose, and they go. Jack goes, I don't know anybody, and then suddenly Vlad speaks up and says, "Yes, of course, Broadtooth. I've heard of Broadtooth before.
Oh, I'm surprised. It was
Yes,
very
yes, yes.
mysterious.
I think he
You know your information.
he did something very unique where he took a what was it? He took a thing of some rye whiskey.
Yes,
and
yes,
mixed
the
it
rye.
around.
Didn't he wash it before he brewed it?
Well, he found an old beverage that belonged to the old ones, known as Lazala.
Yes.
Is what it was. And
Mazala,
they
yeah.
basically mixed it with the whiskey, and it was really, really good. It was some kind of almost sparkling beverage, is what it was.
Behind his back, we called him the Lazala lover.
The Mazala. My God, is this recipe? Good sir, good sir.
Yes, yes.
Now I haven't heard of that going around. So is it patented? Did that recipe go away with him?
It went away with him, but he may have left me the secret recipe.
I see.
You might know what we just secret West.
Jack,
Let's just say me and Watu.
Jack kind of looks.
I
Jack
tell
kind of
you
looks
what,
and
I
says.
tell you what. Afterwards, it's their mother, right? As the guy.
Jack speaks up. Jack speaks up and says, "Well, hold on. I don't think I've ever heard of a recipe like that." Jack, enough. Okay, enough of your incessantness. This is a wonderful opportunity. We have tried your ways, and we have lost too much to bear with. Sorry.
It's okay. I tell you what. I would be much.
Please forgive my friend. I can
He's
see now,
fine.
Mr. Longbottom, that you have been with the masters.
I appreciate it. Yes. But I could be I could be persuaded to possibly share it with you, but I've always had a dream to meet your mother. I've heard she's very famous. Is there any chance she could come up to the bar today?
Oh, Miss Janet.
Yes.
And you know what? I'd love to speak to Miss Janet about some potential future business
Admirers,
opportunities.
you know, with the what's it called? The fizzy
The fizzy ferret.
The fizzy ferret. You know, that's just such a fine establishment. I've always wanted to meet the founder.
Yes. Well, she's doing good now. She was able to found this after the divorce with Mr. O'Malley, our father, respectively. Not a good man. Jack says, not a good man at all. Tripped onto a railway station. Or tripped onto the railway tracks. Shame how it happened. Oddly enough,
She killed his ass.
he wrote our mother into the will just shortly beforehand.
Oh, very convenient.
Yeah, very convenient indeed. I don't know. He said that he had a bad feeling.
See,
Kind of sounds like
Sounds like
Mr. Broadtooth just mysteriously disappeared.
Exactly.
It's crazy.
Indeed. What is it that the gun Vlad speaks up? What is it that gunslinger say? It's call.
Yes.
Call something
Cause
like
a
that.
wheel, they say. I
Cause a
think.
wheel, yeah.
Cause a wheel. Yes, indeed. Our father was crushed under the wheels.
Speaking of wheels,
yes.
sir, I'd love to get this business meeting rolling.
Yes. Okay. So bar. Go ahead. So I'll tell you what, Heston, you go ahead and roll the persuasion check with advantage since Saban is helping.
Since you dropped those bars.
I'll be in prison.
This is very solid.
Yike. There we go.
Let's go.
I got the D4 too.
Yes, sir. It's for 10 minutes, brother.
25.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay. Jack and
Playing
Vlad.
like a fiddle.
Jack and Vlad both look at each other, and then at the same time they say, "Let's do it." As they both hold out their hands at the same time, Vlad shakes your hand, Jack shakes your hand, and they say, "I'll tell you what. How about we go? Ahead and give you a tour of the brewery? Our telegram is over there, so we'll go ahead and do what we can."
Absolutely.
Beautiful.
Okay.
Absolutely stupendous.
Just follow me, and we'll make our way over.
Sorry. I completely slipped my mind. I was so excited to talk to you about the brews. My associate here is he is my bodyguard. He doesn't speak a whole lot, but when he does, it's very intelligent, I will say.
Oh my goodness, we didn't even notice. Oh, he's a construct?
That's correct.
Wow.
Now,
Is he one of the smart machines?
absolutely, he's incredibly intelligent.
And what is your model number? You know, I
Prefer not to say.
actually speak a little bit of constructs. I found an old text left behind by my father. Actually, it said that the constructs used to speak in a language known as binary, if I'm not mistaken. If I may practice, and he just kind of goes. Actually, hold on. Let me go ahead and do it.
I am so sorry.
Bro says 1-0. 1-1-0.
Let me see if I can remember.
I'm just trying to get you in there, man.
That's why we're staying here.
I know, but
Bro just started
I didn't
doing
want to
the
be
robot.
like, and Seamus stays way over there and does nothing. You know what I mean?
Oh my goodness.
Anyway, he's looking up binary code.
You can't stop me.
He's gonna take so long to just say hi. too.
Okay, he kind of just He kind of just looks to you. He kind of just looks to you, and he just goes, 0110100 space 0110101 space 001011100. If I'm not mistaken, that I think translates to, "Hello, my good cogs machine."
I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know binary.
Now, let's go ahead and continue the tour. How about
But it's okay.
So he's not really one of them smart machines, is he? Apologies.
I'm smart in other ways.
Well,
I'm good with his hands.
He is.
Oh, right.
Whoa.
in what ways are you smart?
I practice medicine.
a very excellent why? A very excellent medical practitioner. That man. That's what it is.
Interesting. Okay, I see.
Son of a
Medical practitioner.
bitch.
Yes.
Vlad turns to Jack and he kind of whispers something in his brother's ear, and Jack kind of looks and says, "Okay, well, certainly. Could you give us 5 minutes to
Sure.
ourselves, real quick?"
Absolutely.
Mind if we stroll around a little bit?
Absolutely. How about you go ahead and stay within the dining room area, and then we'll go ahead and take care of everything.
Sounds good.
Absolutely.
You kind of see as they kind of go off to the side, talk to the barkeep or whatever, and kind of say something in hushed whispers, kind of like.
Yeah.
The barkeep kind of shakes her head, calls some of the servers back, and talks to them, and they hurry and rush outside through the back.
Can we stroll around and kind of roll just investigation perception, see if there's any like loose documents maybe that were.
Well, so you're
Okay.
so you saw this in the tavern section.
Okay.
That's
Maybe
kind
just
of
try
the-
to eavesdrop on some conversations, like of the
Yeah.
workers, maybe.
Yeah, absolutely. Go
I'll
ahead and
do
roll.
it.
Go ahead and roll perception.
I roll perception.
Look out for wanted posters too, man.
Perception's pretty good. Duke in my butt.
29.
Wow.
29.
Yeah. Over 19
15.
and a 4.
Huh?
15.
15. With your 15, you're able to go ahead and see where there's sort of a notice board where there's several different job postings, several different news articles from the Kadesh Chronicle Press. With that as well, there is a wanted poster for Johnny Creedmoor offering the astounding price of 1,000 gold pieces for his.
Grab it, roll it up, and pocket it. Try to do it stealthily.
You got it. Roll sleight of hand. With your 29, your keen auditory sensors are able to pick up on the conversations between two of the servers as they go to say, "Hey, did you hear? No, what? A bunch of the people are going to clean up the brewery real quick. The bosses think that there might be a health inspector. Who? And the robot-looking fella. Apparently, he's a medical practitioner.
They think you're a health inspector. Oh, because I said you're a great man.
Well, I said I am practice medicine.
Yeah, they want us to keep an eye on them and make sure that they. I mean, everything's clean, right? Have you seen that kitchen? Jesus. God, I saw.
Who's that?
Don't tell anybody this, but a rat fell into one of the pots the other day.
Ooh.
I only found it after I drained the soup out.
Ooh.
Save. Would you
I'm going to use that.
just keep that to yourself?
Yep, I got it.
Okay.
Where was sleight of
I
hand?
got an 8.
8.
He said,
Yeah, you go ahead as you kind of go to grab it. It kind of rips, and then one of the patrons kind of look and says, "Hey, you're supposed to keep that on there."
Oh, sorry. I thought it could be taken down for viewing.
No, you got to keep it on there.
Try to push it back
"Put
up.
it again."
Rude.
Saban's gonna chat up the barkeep real quick while we're waiting.
Okay.
Hey, babe.
What he's gonna do is he's gonna take his little notepad out that he has in his breast pocket. He'll flip open to the next clear page, and I've been studying brews for a little bit here, and I'm a little spotty. I've been wanting to ask how you could tell what would be in a brew when you're tasting it.
Oh, well, I mean, there's certain ways. It certainly takes a refined palate. You have to have a keen sense for that sort of thing. I mean, typically, you can taste the specific barleys and beers if you have a good enough brewery and if you have a good enough taste tester. With ciders, you should be able to taste the apple in it, but also any of the extra ingredients. For instance, our bubbling burrow. you can taste the spice within it. We use a fine thing called we use a little bit of cayenne peppers inside of it.
It's a little spicy.
Yeah, of course. That's really what makes it a special recipe. But it's that mixed with a little bit of something else, a secret recipe, a secret ingredient.
Right. I mean, that's the kind of secret stuff is the reason Sparrowfield's so interested in checking out this brew.
That's right. Well, it just really depends on the person, I suppose. But every single type of liquor has their special taste.
So-
you can have the burn of the whiskey. You have the sweetness of the red wine.
So, I guess for the bubbling, what was it?
The bubbling burrow.
For the bubbling burrow, what would you classify that as?
It's a nice cider.
Cider?
Very good
Okay.
cider.
So I suppose there's just the name cider brings to apples, right?
That's right.
So
That's right.
apples, cayenne, I guess cinnamon, right?
Yes, a little bit of cinnamon in
And
there
then
as well.
something else.
That's right. But it's a secret.
Right.
The O'Malley twins call it love in a bottle, or not love in a bottle, but rather love in physical manifestation. That's how they like to say it. But yeah, that's just that is the secret recipe from what they say.
Well, I'm very excited to work with them. I'll be honest.
Yes,
I think
they're
this
very
brew
excited
could take
as well.
over the city, if not the whole country.
They're just making sure that the doors are unlocked. That's what's going on right now.
All right.
Hey,
Well, glad to hear it.
has Eden ever read a book similar to Sweeney Todd in this world?
Similar to Sweeney Todd, not particularly. Yeah, there are stories of like cannibalism and things like that, and there was a story once of a man who effectively he found out that his wife had killed their child. It's kind of a dark story, and in turn he went ahead and like poisoned her, killed her, turned her into a meat pie, and sold it on the market.
I think Eden, low key, I'm starting to think the secret ingredient is something to do with the vampires that we've been seeing around. I wouldn't be surprised if the secret. This is just me. Like, I wanted to get it out. Like,
What color is the brew?
She looks at you. She says, "Do you want to try it?"
Absolutely. I'd love to try it.
I think there's some human in that or something.
He goes ahead. She goes ahead.
Blood. I think there's
Goes to
blood
special tap, pours it out. Looks at you and says, "That's going to be 5 silver pieces."
Absolutely. Here you go.
Thank you. Brings it on over to you. It's the typical kind of color of cider, but you can see tinges of blue in it as well.
Blue.
Yeah, and actually, as she kind of hands it over, you see that it's
Azurite?
constantly bubbling with just the
Azurite?
tiniest little bit of head to it.
So this constant
That's
bubbling,
spice.
is that part of the secret recipe then?
That's why we call it the bubbling
Imagine
burrow.
it's also the blue, right?
It used to be simply called the burrow. That was our signature drink, which was the we didn't really use cayenne at the time. It was just
Right.
the typical cider, and then
Yeah.
with some cinnamon. But with the bubbling burrow, we added our secret ingredient and some cayenne to give it that little kick. That secret ingredient is what causes it to constantly bubble like that.
All right.
I think it's
I'd love.
blood.
Well, I can't wait, and I'll take a sip.
Yeah, you take a sip and you can go ahead. It's very interesting. It's this sudden feeling of refreshment. Basically, you get the flavor of a cider, but you feel refreshed like you just drank a Gatorade, and you get a little bit of that kick, a little bit of spiciness in there as well.
So I would have been sitting in there, not
crazy
like
accusation.
suspiciously close to them, but I'm in the area trying.
Yeah.
prepared
Well,
to
I
improvise.
thought you were staking out outside.
I wanted to stay in the area in case I needed to improvise. To
Right. Well, so do you go inside though? Because I pretty sure you guys are staying outside.
we were okay.
That sort of thing. Speaking of which, my fellows who are outside, go ahead and roll me a
my
group
fellows.
perception check.
Or
Or who's keeping lookout, really?
I am. And
And this
got
I'm inside.
Yeah, you can still
I
roll.
got a 17.
There's probably windows.
17?
Yeah.
16 for myself.
I'm kidding.
If you hit me one more time,
Percy's
I
out there
swear to
too?
God, I
Yeah.
will
I'm taking a
kill
break.
you alive and gut you like a fish.
Percy did not do good.
Well, 2 did, right? 17, 16.
17, 16.
Okay.
17.
You see a familiar face making their way to the Fizzy Ferret. They're probably a good still you catch him about 80 feet out, and it is Philly Ecker
Oh.
as she is currently making her way over.
Well, she don't know.
Well, you're
She don't-
Yeah, you have a disguise
She
on.
knows me though. She knows us.
Yeah, but
That's right.
I'm wearing a different hat.
He is. He's
Well,
wearing my hat. He's
I
wearing
look
my hat.
exactly the same.
I'm gonna look at Karis. I'm gonna try to make eye contact with you, and I'm hoping you pick up the vibe that I'm trying to tell you to follow her in.
or just don't let
Or
her.
you just tell him.
Yeah, he is next to me. Actually,
Bro,
again,
standing
I don't
right
want
next
you
to
to
him.
draw too much attention because
Yeah.
you're a tiefling. I'll follow her in. Make sure she doesn't cause any trouble.
I said, I know you're naked.
I may have a very simple solution that
You cannot Eldritch Blast her.
Supposed to say, "Shoot her
that
in the
will work
shoulder."
for about an hour. But after that, she may be quite angry with me.
Oh.
Arms.
Okay. I'm excited.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so I'm gonna kind of intercept her on her way in, and on the way over there, I'll be doing the vocals and semantics to cast Charm Person.
Nice. Okay.
Charm.
Absolutely. You kind of begin. Go ahead and make me a stealth check to kind of try to get the jump on her before she sees you.
16.
16. Okay. Actually, it would be passive. Okay. Okay, yeah, no, easy enough. You're able to go ahead, sneak up.
Wow.
You're able to finally sidestep as she kind of looks and she says, "Oh, it's you!" And you're going to be able to cast a spell without her being able to run away.
Wisdom saving throw of 14.
Got it.
If I could see her, I could silver barbs her, but
Yeah.
She failed.
Let's go.
That's- So,
She got a
let me
phone.
reread this. You temper charm does banish so charmed by you until the spell ends. Your companions do anything harmful. The charmed creature regards you as a friendly acquaintance. When the spell ends, the creature knows it was charmed by you. So, what was her name again?
Philly Ecker.
Philly, and I'll kind of tap her shoulder and say, "Fancy seeing you here."
Yeah. What was it again? I'm so sorry. I can't believe I forgot your name.
Karis.
Karis. Yes. Hey. Yeah. You want to join me? I'm going over to the Fizzy Ferret. I heard.
Well, I'll actually keep it quick because I was kind of looking out for you. I wasn't able to go out of my way to find you, but this worked out very conveniently. To be quite frank, I kind of have grown to dislike this Heston character, and I know of his whereabouts. I figured I might tip you off anonymously, of course, if you were interested in paying him a visit.
Well, see, I heard that the robot and the gnome had made their way over to the Fizzy Ferret, so I figured I might be able to catch Heston over there.
They've separated recently,
Well,
but
hold on. You were helping them. Well, what happened?
Wait. Hold on. I think she was knocked out
I'm
before.
about to say she would not have known he was there.
Oh, nice. Okay, cool. Yes, thank
I
you.
do think she was knocked out before.
She was.
Was she? Okay.
She was. She would have left before he popped up.
Okay.
She says.
so she
Oh,
would've been like,
really?
why do you know Heston Cord?
I guess. How do you know Heston Cord?
Well, after your last interaction, I made acquaintances with him. We actually hit it off a little bit, became friends, but it was for a brief few hours after he ripped me off, to say the least, and then ran away to the other side of town with all of my coin. And while I don't necessarily need it back, I would like to see him pay the price for it.
Okay. Well, then where did he go? Trust me, I'm looking for him as well. I have a special little gift for him.
Yeah, so do I need to roll a history check to kind of remember something like far away in town, like a few hours away at least? In a place that would be like a place that Heston Cord would go.
you can roll me.
Rothel's a good one. That's
Yeah.
probably what I'll go ahead and do that.
Okay, yeah, you go ahead and say that he was over at the Willow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whispering Melody.
Of course he is. That pig.
Shouldn't be of any surprise, but I do know that he was on his way there as of a few minutes ago.
Well, do you want to come with and see him meet his maker?
I'd prefer hear about it. I'd prefer hear about it from you afterwards. I don't really like to be involved in the dirty side of this business.
And you sure that he's there?
Sure that he was on his way there.
Thank you, my friend. It's
My
greatly
pleasure.
appreciated. Well, such as it were. I'll keep you in mind. Thank you. You did a stranger a kind service today.
It's my pleasure.
As she goes in and turns around and begins making her way over to the gate instead.
That's what we call a W in the business.
Well played.
Number 2 on the hit list.
I really thought you were going to say that.
Oh yeah.
And with that, we go back inside the
You do have
tavern.
sex
We go back
with
inside the
Victoria.
tavern. The O'Malley twins come out from the back and they say, "Okay, gentlemen, are you?" Vladimir says, "Okay, gentlemen, are you ready for the tour?"
Absolutely.
Yes.
Okay, follow me. You guys go ahead, make your way. And this is y'all make y'all's way to the outer warehouse until eventually you find yourself inside of the actual brewery, which is here.
So, Cam, I'm actually going to be looking out.
I lied to you guys.
Health violations.
You're gonna actually look out for health violations?
Yes.
I love that. It's awesome.
Just rubbing the tables.
Bro puts on a white glove.
I go,
As you go inside, and this is what you see right here.
Brewing on that Reed, dude.
there's a rat in this brewery.
Yeah.
You can sort of hear, the turns of machinery and such as people are. What's not seen are workers inside going ahead, doing quality assurance tests, packing up barrels, that sort of thing. As you go ahead and go inside, they sort of lead you just all across, and they say, "Yes, so our mother came up with the idea to buy the fizzy ferrets after our father had passed away, and we were able to really bring this place back to its great status with the borough, which was our signature cider, which included a little bit of cinnamon and a little bit of some peppers, but very light. We decided to go in all the way with the bubbling borough and go ahead and use cayenne peppers, and we even have a secret recipe that we use. But even beyond that, there's thousands of different drinks that we are very proud to present to the general public, as it were. One such thing is a wine that we make on the side called the Kraken Song. A little bit of inspiration taken from the city of Mistmore. We have a nice sour tangerine gin as well. But again, what we primarily do here is various ciders, as it were. Apple ciders. We even have a peach cider, as it were. The apple farms, we effectively have our own just over to the north of Kadesh, and then for the peaches, we go ahead and import them from the Kurov Trading Company.
Pretty reputable company for their.
Well, indeed. Well, we do know that they are in direct competition with you, as it were, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, we kind of we're on the different side. We deliver different stuff anyway, so nothing wrong with a little friendly competition.
Yes. Well, what is it? They just recently come under coalition control? Is that correct? Or
You're talking about the ones who deliver peaches?
yes,
Or us?
the Kurov Trading Company.
Yeah. I think they came
Yes.
under control pretty recently. Don't remember how long ago though. We've been so wrapped up in all this new stuff that we're working on over at Sparrowfield that sometimes our competitors they slip our minds. So
Jack kind of speaks to him and says, "Yeah, well, we've heard about y'all. It's supposed to be fast, really fast,
yes, sir.
and reliable at that. Problem is though, is that your trade routes just aren't secure. Isn't that right?"
That is correct as of right now. However, I promise you that is well in hand.
Yeah, that's a lot of risk though. A lot of money to be lost.
It might be, but I want you to think about something else. Think about the Bubbling Borough. not just in Gilead as its signature brew, but in places like Magus. Heck, even all the way out to the Westlands. Think about that.
To the Westland.
That sounds like a pipe dream right now. But the things we're working on over at Sparrowfield would blow your mind.
Vlad kind of nods and he says, you're really, what was your name again?
Saban,
you're really speaking our language, if I'm being quite frank. Has
been
actually
in
been
the business for only a short while, but I feel like I've taken to it quite well.
Well, oftentimes during the summer festivals, we have many tourists from Ironsong come here to partake of these brews. And of course, we ship things out to the bigger cities such as Hebron Heights, Miss Moore. But we've been wanting to expand for a while to the other nations as well.
That's right.
But we need somebody who Magus would be the first stop, seeing as they're a little bit more welcoming and of course are more quite friendly to merchants, actually, if I'm not mistaken. But again, these if I'm being frank with you, kind of looks to Jack. Jack kind of looks at him and goes, "Let him know. Well, to be honest with you, we're already in dealings with the Kurov Trading Company to potentially take this underway, simply because they're protected. We don't have to worry about Harriers. You got more of them coming from the inner arc, wherever they are, wherever they're originating from. As it is, despite their slow delivery times, the fact of the matter is just they can get there safely. If we ship out, I mean, like 20, 50 barrels, we're losing a lot of money if it ends up getting robbed.
You're right. But something that we have that they don't have is the places we reach. We reach further than any other trading company in all world.
That is
We
true.
reach far further than they do. Even with their slow deliveries, they can barely make it farther than we do. Seldom do they deliver the places we do.
That's true.
And with a reputation like that, I mean, your brew's going to be soaring.
So my question is why is have you brought your own brewmaster?
Well, I figured, me personally, I have, from what I've heard from Hattrick, a lot of fond memories of the Fizzy Ferret. And I don't want the biases of someone who is, very well attached to this establishment. I figured I'd bring an associate with me, because who better than to judge than someone who hasn't ever tasted it before, and someone with his caliber of taste buds, quite frankly. He's a very well-renowned, maybe not here, but in the places that Sparrowfield reaches, he's tested a lot of brews, and I figure he's one of
Boris
the best
Longbottom,
people
the straight shooter, that's what they call me.
That's
No
right.
bias here.
He doesn't pull any punches, I can promise you that.
Jack kind of looks at you and says, I see. So, what, you want to work out this deal and then try a drink to make sure it's quality?
Pretty much. I mean, here's the thing. I got so excited. I'll be honest with you. I tried it at the bar already, and
How'd you
to be
like
honest
it?
with- it was spectacular.
It was,
Wonderful.
it was my idea.
Really,
As a matter of fact, yes.
quite an ingenious idea, sir. I gotta say,
Well,
especially the bubbling part. I know that's the feature, but it really does make that drink
he said,
explode.
that was the entire idea. I wanted something that was gonna bubble up to the surface of the taste buds, And the last picks up and says, yes, but I'm the one who discovered the secret ingredient.
Really?
Oh, secret ingredient. It's everything else. It's my brewing process. It's my cayenne peppers. Yes, but let's be real. Yes?
I was gonna do a perception check to
Yeah.
check the whole setup they got.
Absolutely.
It's quote unquote up to code. 14?
14?
Yeah.
Okay. You kind of look around and everything seems to be in decent order. One of the things that you will notice is that it doesn't really seem like any of the workers are wearing kind of proper protection gear. You actually see as a younger child with brown hair, looks to be about 14 years old, pulls up a ladder to one of the top, I guess, distillers, and has this bucket of this sort of blue powder, and goes to the top and just kind of dumps it in there and everything. And you see as he does that, he kind of coughs and then is able to make his way down.
Can I make like a medicine check to see what that is?
Yeah, absolutely.
$21.
21?
21.
Absolutely. As you go ahead and see that, you see him sort of cough and everything, and you realize that from any kind of a brewery
Good act.
and things of that nature, the fumes can get to anyone. But in particular with this, whatever powder that he's thrown in there seems to have immediately elicited that reaction. And you can see that as he was coughing, there's a little bit of some of that blue powder going out. So whatever it is, those fumes are obviously infecting his lungs. Whatever it is.
It's not good.
Sabin will kind of pass a glance over to Seamus. I'm a little curious about the process, if you don't mind me asking. I'm wondering, what is it that truly does set apart the Bubbling Burrow from the rest of your from the rest of your catalog here? It's all very, very delicious, I gotta say, but the process has so much to do with the transportation of these goods, as I'm sure you well know.
Yes.
So I'd love to get a closer look at the distillation process, if you don't mind me asking.
No. Well, so do you folks want to do the tour?
I would love to do
I would love to, as a aficionado myself.
Did
Well-
he ever call his mom?
Huh?
Yeah, they telegraphed her.
Did they telegram his mom?
Oh no, they actually haven't yet.
Oh, I thought said they did. My
No,
bad.
they were going to plan to do that, but they spent 5 minutes
Cleaning up.
instead. Yeah, kind of cleaning up
Yeah.
instead.
So in that case, can we ask him to?
Yeah, if you want to remind them.
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
So,
I'm in
sorry,
disguise.
we're so excited
course.
to take the tour, but I'm wondering, you guys are clearly an incredibly important part of the day-to-day business around here.
Yes.
But if I may, I'd love to just meet Janet. I understand that you guys have stuff well in hand, and I'd love to continue the tour with you, but if we could meet the head of the whole operation, that would really solidify us one to go through with this deal. And, I understand she might be an incredibly busy woman, but if we could maybe a minute or two of her time, that would really mean a lot to Sparrowfield.
She may want to talk about that recipe.
That's true. I'm sure she'd love to hear the opinion of a well-renowned brewmaster such as Mr. Boris here.
Well, it was technically her original recipe, Jack. Yeah. They kind of look to each other. Go ahead and make me a persuasion check with advantage, thanks to the help actions.
Yeah, I can't see.
Grab his shoulder, not like hard, but like gently. It's like there's something in that blanket.
No, there are some things in the blanket, but it's strictly confidential. I'm sorry.
Is it?
Yes. Unfortunately, I'm not quite sure what is in it, and I didn't want to spare myself of any embarrassment, if I'm being quite honest.
Well,
Would we hear this going on?
Yeah, no, y'all would hear this going on.
it would be a shame. Honestly, a shame. Because, as you know, I am a doctor. The health of our company is also at risk if we do this. If any diseases or anything like that gets through, all of our men that are transferring, they're at risk. That's part of why they brought me too. I'm not part of any organization, but I'm sort of a quality assurance kind of as well.
I understand that, but we have to keep the power dynamic here. You guys came to us, right?
Yes, I'll swap over. Yes. Sorry, we're not trying to offend you, so Seamus. So probably need to just read this at another time.
Seamus, I agree with your concerns. I do, but in this situation we find ourselves in, I think it is a little bit more prudent, maybe, that we kind of develop this trust a little bit more before we get to the hard questions, right? Because that's what it's going to come down to.
Exactly.
Is the very difficult questions that arise when
Yes.
sometimes things are different for certain folk, and
Uh-huh.
I think that in due time, right, we could figure this out, but not right this second.
That's
You know,
exactly right.
And we mean no offense. You can just see that he cares very much about
Yes,
the Sparrowfoot
exactly.
Company.
He
It's a
cares
great
so
place
much.
to
I
work.
apologize.
He's a very
I now
caring
see it
person.
was kind of overbearing. You know.
Yes, well, perhaps you can follow the directions and programs of this,
Yes.
and we can move on.
Absolutely, absolutely. And we didn't mean any offense by it. It's just we're so interested. We want
Of
to
course.
understand all of the aspects of this place before.
Of course.
Yeah. He was so excited he just couldn't help himself come take a look.
It's a funny way of being excited. That is certainly true.
You can see it on my face.
And see,
I don't know if
that's why he's a treat to keep around when he makes those absolutely hilarious jokes like
Yes,
that.
of course.
It's just
because he's a robot. He's a mental thing. He doesn't have emotions. Of course.
exactly.
Of
And
course.
I think that's why you're probably
All right.
the one
This tour.
I like.
Very excited for this tour.
Yes, of course. Follow me. As he sort of guides you, and he says, "We go ahead and have our apples. We go ahead and have our apples brunk here." As he sort of goes past all the machines and everything, and kind of does the tour almost a little bit backwards, where you go further into the building. He opens it, and you can see where there's sort of just like all these crates of apples coming in, and what looks to be basically these different things of piping coming down from the ceiling with just constant water coming through. He says, "There's our washing station here. You can see as they go through the conveyor belt, there's sort of these two rows of conveyors that go and then sort of intersect to where the washing and sorting conveyor belt was in the next room. We make sure that we clean every apple pristinely, make sure that it's up to its fullest standards. Then you come into here as you kind of go back into the room that y'all were just in. We go ahead and put them through the mash machine here, as you kind of see this heavy contraption where they throw the apples inside, mash it to this fine paste. After that, we send it over to the settling machine as sort of to the, east, west wall is where they have this machine where everything kind of settles. We put it into the fermenters, which is the big colossal tin machines where the person was putting the blue powder. Afterwards, we go ahead and bring our barrels. We fill them up. Storeroom is just over to the right where our offices are. And then after that, we bring some over to the tavern to go ahead and serve to the public. And we bring some barrels over to the other cities within Gilead. We actually want to go ahead and start putting it out into bottles is the next plan. And if we were able to put this out to... The idea of it is to start putting it out to various stores at the different railway stations, where the traders and the traveling merchants and the traveling bands go through. Nothing better than cracking open a good brew while on the road.
Especially something that bubbly and exciting. I feel like it really would perk up the passion that comes off a long ride.
Well, you see it with beers all the time, so why not do it with a nice cider?
Absolutely. There's plenty of room in the market for a wonderful cider just like that.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm a little curious, I must say. I did see that worker come through and pour the secret ingredient into the distillation.
Yes.
They I suppose they just add the secret ingredient, right? There's no special kind of procedure to go through.
Right. That's really what brings it. That's really what makes it the bubbling burrow.
You let the ingredients speak for itself.
That's right.
I see.
It's like if you were a musician or a bard. I don't mean to brag, but I did about 2 years of bard college. Yes. I chose to leave after the second year.
I suppose that's where you get that creativity from.
No. Oh, it's so good to meet another creative who would know. You ask.
I thought I pegged you for a bard. You look like a sword.
Thank you. Yes, you ask any musician. out there. It's like strumming an instrument. You have to choose the right notes.
That's right.
I'm not much of a lyrical man myself, but I'm sure you're an expert.
Oh, what's that? Well, what is that dulcimer that you have?
Surely I would have taken it off, huh?
Oh, yeah. No, if you wanted to.
Yeah.
If you want to say that you took it off.
I would say about or I'll just retcon that I said that. Either one.
It's up to you. Keep in mind, you won't have an arcane focus.
I'll just retcon that I said that.
Okay, absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay. And keep in mind, you do have a thing of makeup, so that if you wanted to do that.
I'll just say, I'm not much of a bard, but I do strum a little myself.
Oh, very well, very
Something
well.
of a bard myself.
Well, Well, yes, gentlemen, this is where it's all at, and if you so desire, he goes over. He says, talking about that bottling process, we've actually kind of already started on a couple. As he brings out a crate, he says, unfortunately, they're not very cold, but hopefully you can still taste the refreshment.
Let's see.
As he pops it open.
If I may ask, the branding on these bottles, are they just blank, or is there any art on them yet?
You look at it and you think of your typical. There's not really any like paper branding on it, but there is a bit of fine glasswork done to it, where it has the symbol of the fizzy ferret, which is of course a ferret drinking, actually kind of engraved on the glass.
Gotta say, a wonderful mascot. It's just excellent art, honestly.
Indeed.
I like how the fairy is almost fizzing.
Oh, yes, I know. That's the entire point of it, right? That's the branding, is the fizzy ferret. With that,
My bad.
With that, our guy, Johnny, what are you doing just inside the tavern?
I'm kicking myself because my plan of asking everybody in the whole town where she lived would have been way faster than this.
Yeah, it definitely would
Other
have.
than that, I'm just chilling.
I'm just waiting for Janet to show
I'll let
up.
you know right now, it definitely would not have.
Well, I can ask people real quick, but
Okay.
Nah, I mean,
I'm
we're
just
already
chilling.
set in motion.
I'm just
with
waiting
this.
for Janet to get
She should be
No,
here
I'm-
soon, right?
Yeah,
What you don't know is he
chilling.
could have just walked around and read all of their minds. So.
Yeah.
That's true.
So with that, you guys are going ahead, doing what you're doing. I want the three of you to make performance checks for
And
me.
I'm trying to get as much info
Who's
on
the
that
three?
shit as
No,
possible.
it actually is good that you're getting all that info.
Saban, Heston, and Seamus, I want y'all to make
That
performance
blue
checks,
stuff
as
is
you are kind of distracting the two
What
two
kind of check are
brothers.
we making?
Performance check.
Performance.
Pretty sure she's blue Gatorade powder.
So, no, I have to, or can I give somebody the help action?
Well, so if you give the help action, if they're both doing it, if it's more than two, it's going to be a group check.
Okay, so are we forced to do a group check?
I mean, no. If you say that you would be doing something else while they're kind of trying to distract, one of y'all will do the performance check and then get advantage from the other person.
After that little,
Yeah,
I wouldn't really speak much after that.
gotcha.
I'm trying to make it so their attention's on us, so you can try and get to that.
It's all good.
Now, keep in mind that Jack when Jack comes out,
to the telegraph, right? Vlad?
no, Jack did the telegram.
Jack did the telegraph.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's just Vlad.
Yeah, right now.
Yeah, but during the tour, he is going to end up coming back, and then after kind of talking to Vlad for a short moment, he would kind of be watching to the side.
Right now, I'm just looking around.
All right.
You got
I got a 28.
28.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's 20 plus 6 plus 2.
Nice. Okay.
Do I need to make one or two?
No, you're good. Very, very distracted. They're very keen on everything that you guys are currently talking about. As you taste it, you kind of go into this long, just monologue of the different notes that you're getting there and things like that.
Can I roll insight to see if I can pick up on the hidden ingredient at all? Or anything?
So,
Arcane?
you did see
Arcana,
the fact
maybe?
that it is a blue powder. So I wonder if it's
I almost think it would be
what's the word? A component in a magical spell, maybe.
I think it's something to do with that, yeah.
No, you thought it was.
You know-
Yeah, no, I changed one.
You thought they were kidnapping.
I think it would
people.
maybe.
thinking
I
of
think
that.
honestly. Probably what would help here is a perception check as you're using your taste.
Okay.
Is it a pale blue or a deep blue powder I saw?
It was a deep blue, kind of like almost like an what is
Sapphire.
it? No, Azula color, is that the word?
Lapis
Azure?
Lapis, yeah, lapis.
Probably not going to matter. I got a 12, so.
12? No, you
Oh.
you just sort of, you get the hints of the spiciness of the cayenne pepper, and then there's sort of this strange aftertaste that almost kind of like makes your taste buds tingle a little bit, and then it goes away really
Is it a
fast.
blue raz?
Can
A blue raz?
can I
Yeah,
make-
yeah, something like
Can I
that.
make that perception check?
Huh?
Can I make that perception check as well?
Yeah, absolutely.
You drink it?
Yeah, I guess so. He gave us all one.
Yeah, that's true.
That's 14. Should I use my magic thing?
This is detecting the secret ingredient, right?
Yeah, that doesn't matter. So, 14.
14?
Yeah.
Okay. Just kind of the same things that he got as well, that sort of deal.
For the bottle.
Well, it's as good as advertised.
Indeed. What? Eden, make me a perception check.
No, wait, all in.
9. Okay. You're not really noticing anything. You're just kind of keeping an eye out. And so with that, as patrons are kind of going in and out of the Fizzy Ferret, you do see what looks to be a drunken man with jet black hair and a sort of red crimson duster kind of stumble on out. And as he does so, he stumbles on out, kind of looks to you, and then just continues along his way, moving on.
Is that the same guy we passed on the staircase?
It might be.
No, it says Papa.
Yeah, go and make an insight check. Karis, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Well, I would like to roll a history or something to see if I recognize this guy. Would that be history?
I'm trying to remember. You would not recognize him.
No, I
You would
wouldn't
not
recognize
recognize
him.
him. No, you wouldn't recognize him. 11 on the insight. Yeah, no, it almost looked like he was taunting you. That is what you got. From
I'm gonna nudge him and say, "You think we should question this man?"
Keep an eye out. I'll go ask him.
Okay.
We never know when this lady's gonna come, so you and Percy keep an eye out. I'll go ask real quick. Excuse me, sir.
He kind of looks to you, and he says, "Huh?
You mocking me?"
He turns around and just bolts. Just starts running.
I'll run.
Okay, absolutely.
As you're leaving, I'll tell you, we'll keep it held down here. Handle yourself.
Thanks, Karis. Thanks, my Care Bear.
Yeah.
Bear.
So you go ahead and start bolting after the strange figure. With that, go ahead and make an athletics check as he's beginning to run, and he's going to try to make it around the corner before you can see him.
17.
17?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do your run, Garrett. Do your run. You run really well.
Y'all seen the Lisan Al-Gaib, how he runs? That's how
It's
I
just too good.
That is good.
Right.
Method acting, man.
It is good. Oh my god.
Whoa.
No! He dived in the
Whoa.
water! What's he doing now?
Okay, you see as he...
No, it's the currents are rushing! Boy, a waterfall's coming up! Wait, there's a boat!
There's a thunderstorm! There's a thunderstorm!
Wait! All of a sudden that dolphin's approaching you, asking you to get on his back.
I drink the dolphin spit. I got dolphin collars.
Oh my god.
He got hit by the boat. It's like that guy that drives the car and then
Oh, okay.
Too good at that, dude.
All right, well, going into it. So you go ahead and turn the corner at the same time as you suddenly see him stop, and he goes, "Huh? Well, don't rob me now, please."
I get the feeling you ain't what you letting on to be.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You're acting like you're all pitiful, but then you just ran very fast and athletically. It took a lot out of me to catch up to you.
Can I have my gold yet?
Come on.
Oh.
And then
trap. I knew it was a
suddenly feel, or actually, rather, roll me a perception check.
I knew it was a trap. How did you not know it was a trap?
I just died again.
I just straight up didn't.
I'm gonna be honest.
I'm not gonna lie.
Another deep sigh. Just as I feel it on my back.
Hold on, roll me a perception check real quick.
Oh, now I roll good. 18 plus 0, 18.
18?
Yeah.
Alright, cool.
I didn't think about it.
What she was finding is an evil motherfucker. He's there to be evil.
He's there to be evil.
He said, "It's evil in time."
That's right.
Let me see real quick. Wow. How? Literally how? Okay. You suddenly see
Did I win the check?
Huh?
Did I win the check?
You did not. As
You did
you
not.
as you are going to be surprised, effectively.
He's fallen into a
It was
trap.
a big trap, man.
Okay, let's do it.
Big-
So he gets a surprise round. Whoever- whatever.
Yes, as
basically
before
did.
you can turn around.
We think it's the guy that came out.
Does
that I saw in
a-
the brothel, right?
That's what I'm
Someone
thinking.
else. Yeah.
Oh, he's
Does a 14 hit?
Oh, that's, I don't think so, right?
Yep.
Oh,
Okay.
That's my AC.
What did he?
14 hits?
Yep.
Okay.
me either.
You're going to take
Freak.
6 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
That's like half the hit
Okay.
points right there. So.
And then one more.
Is he going to hit again?
That definitely
Yeah, it's
hits.
nighttime. for
That's
him.
16 plus 4.
Yeah.
Oh, he's about to be gone.
3 bludgeoning damage.
All right.
You still up?
Yep.
Okay. You suddenly feel, you just see kind of stars burst in your head as you feel the first club hit you right alongside the skull, and then the second one hits you right in the ribs. I'm going to put your character right over here.
Oh, that's the guy that was hiding.
In the trees. Does he
That's how you
speak
work.
Vietnamese?
There's been a figure hiding in there the whole time. Oh, that looks like some kind of magic
The
stuff.
drunk is right here.
Oh, okay.
Boom.
He literally described what that guy was wearing. The figure.
How do you get beat up by a drunk guy?
He's not.
He's not
Nah.
really drunk.
The drunk guy was a trap. He let him in the trap.
Also, I'm getting ganged up on. Not.
I
He's a
mean,
freak.
Here's the thing.
He
I
said-
didn't have that
he
knowledge
said-
and nobody told me.
He said,
Because you should have been listening.
I was in the bathroom.
My
My bad.
All
you still
right.
should have been listening.
I hear you go.
And with
Oh!
and with that,
Whoa.
you are
Getting jumped.
right here, Eden.
Jump
As
right
you
in.
turn around to see Omar
Fuck! I knew it. I fucking knew that shit would come back to bite
with
me.
his burn marks and what looks to be a half elf kid about his age, wearing a sort of dark bluish duster with just messy dark hair that's just tumbled down, and they're both wielding what looks to be these sort of billy clubs that typically a copper would use. As Omar just kind of looks at you and says, "Now that your friend isn't here, it's time for round 2."
You dumbass bitch.
Roll initiative. That's the perfect way to lead it to initiative. Are you kidding me? Fucking bitch.
I'm gonna be real, bro. You gotta build the climb.
Oh, man.
Yo, climb up that tree
Oh,
and get down.
man.
Ski
He is
Dad.
about to get shit on.
13.
Hey, man.
13? Okay. They're both
Alright,
gonna go
that's
first.
"Oh, night night."
All
I
right.
think you're fucked.
Omar looks to you and says, "Shut your mouth, cov."
I'm working for the dent.
Good play, sir.
Roll persuasion.
He got up
No.
14.
14?
That's a little bit of poop.
Come on.
But thank God he wiped.
Ooh.
Thank God he
Okay.
wiped.
You see as he stops. He goes ahead and stops, and so does his friend.
He loves it.
As y'all kind of temporarily exit out of combat, and he says, "What? What does he look like?"
Fucking creepy.
Big dent in his head.
Big dent in his head. Apparently he's a vampire. You stupid bitch. God damn it. Fuck my head.
Where's all black on the top hat?
Yeah, an old black cloak with a top hat.
Oh God! Omar just shakes his head. Ugh. His other friend kind of turns and says, "Omar, what are you doing? Come on, let's get him." And he says, "No, we can't. You don't work for the dent anymore." "Yeah, I know, but if he works for the dent now, then that's just a no. We cannot do that.
That's unbelievable.
We can't."
I mean,
He says,
he got
"I'm not gonna let this twerp mess with my brother."
Little pipsqueak.
Me, I don't really care. Omar kind of turns and says, No, brother, do not do this. He's gonna roll persuasion check on the brother. The brother just kind of looks. You remember this, okay?
So close to getting absolutely bodied.
I'm saying, good thinking with the working for the dent.
That was
stuff.
good.
That was very quick on your
Very
feet.
clutch.
Someone
He's-
say that he's in his pocket, but he's in his dent.
I'm just gonna start backing out slowly.
The brother looks at you and says, "You remember us, you understand?"
Shut the fuck up.
He says, "Ooh, that's good." He says, "You're gonna remember the Aiken brothers."
Am I?
That's right. Omar says, just stop. Look, we still have that one other job that we have to do. Let's go get our gold. Let's get it done. Be done.
What's that
go
other
back
job?
home. It's none of your business, Cov.
He said, "Fuck you. Tell me you're working on."
The drunk man kind of says, "Can I still get my gold?"
Oh, they just hired that dude off the
Sure.
street.
As the older brother with the duster kind of tosses a gold coin to the drunk. The drunk kind of misses it, and it goes into the little grate right over there.
Oh, poor old drunk.
Oh. As he just looks over the grate and just starts sobbing.
Get out of here now before I change my mind about telling him what's going on. I want to check on the drunk old man.
They look at you and says, "You don't tell us what to do."
Okay, that's fine. The Hankin brothers, I'll be sure to tell the Dent about both of them and how
Omar says, "Come on!"
wonderful
And
they were
just
to
starts
work
grabbing
with.
his brother and they start leaving out.
Hey man, you should have stuck around and fought him. Last time I fought with the drunk old dude, he disintegrated him. So
Excuse-
it's probably the same dude, to be honest.
Imagine.
I'm just gonna walk up. The old man looks like he's struggling.
Yeah, he's just there. Oh, he's sobbing. He's sobbing over the grate.
Can I pick it up for him?
What?
The gold went in the grave.
Yeah, it went into a sewer grate.
Yeah, it's gone.
I'm sorry, sir.
Oh,
Unless
it's
you can
okay.
shapeshift.
No.
Okay, I can just
Oh, I
polymorph
just
into
wanna-
the bars.
I just want to drink. You know what I'm
This
saying?
old man might be so.
I haven't drunk in forever. You know, I've been good. I've been real good.
Okay. Well,
Wow, drunk. I haven't drank.
tell you what. Let's get out of this dark alleyway. I'm gonna gesture and grab my arm.
Oh, what's your name, sir?
My name's Aaron.
Oh, nice to meet you, Aaron.
Come on now, let's get you back in daylight.
He just starts mumbling things under his breath.
I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
Did you ask his name?
What's your name,
face of
sir?
a friend, huh?
What's your name?
Name's Raylan.
Oh.
What's his last name?
Raylan. What's your last? I mean,
Raylan
Raylan who?
metagame is so hard.
You would.
Raylan who?
I forgot. I'm too drunk.
Raylan forgot.
That's an F.
Raylan forgot.
Kill him.
You know you
Ah.
did
Kill
it.
his ass.
I'm drunk.
Take out my dagger.
Yes.
Any fans of the Dark Tower, you're familiar with the initials RF, and so are they from the last campaign. So,
Anyway,
I'm so drunk I couldn't possibly remember my name.
well, Mr. Raymond,
yeah.
I tell you what, let's get you back out here and
You got,
Tell you
you
what.
got. Be careful. Be careful out on these streets, okay?
yes, sir, you got it.
Friends.
Stay safe.
Foes wear the friend's face, you know.
What do you say?
Said something about
Did you just say something about a face?
You're able to. How far do you drag?
He said,
We're probably halfway out the alleyway at this point.
Okay, nice. Yeah, kind of, maybe like right here.
Sure.
Holy moly.
It's crazy how we're so right.
Dylan, he said foe wears the face of a friend.
I know. I'm trying to piece that together. Hold on,
Okay.
sir. Did you just say that the enemy wears the face of a friend?
What?
Can I roll
Undrunk.
insight check?
Undrunk.
Yeah.
Sobered up.
Yeah. Absolutely. Roll an insight check. What do you mean?
Natural one.
Oh.
No, he's drunk. He
Okay,
be
water.
drunk. He don't know what you're talking about.
I just. Yeah, that's funny. You said that. I had just a weird dream about that. With that being said, but
Dream?
I guess it's a more popular saying than they let on. Come on, man. Let's get you out into the streets a little bit. Let's get you out on the curb.
You're so nice. Thank you.
No
Guys.
problem, Mr. Raymond.
You go ahead, kind of bring him off. Where do you bring him off to?
Probably walk him to the opposite side of the street or something. I can just lean him back on.
How much you want to bet he cast a spell on when he touched him?
Some say he coined the term
Mumble
cat.
under his breath. I
with
bet.
that, you just kind of bring him over here. He says, "Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Coley." He sort of pats you on the shoulder. Long days and pleasant nights.
Yes, sir. And twice to you.
Yeah. Kind of turns to the alleyway, just stumbles, falls down.
You brought him into the street.
And you
He
move
brought
back
him to
to
the other side of the street.
What's your passive perception?
Oh boy.
It's not bad. It's yes, it is. It's 10.
Okay, cool.
See as he shapeshifts into the devil.
Can I pick him up? He fell down. I would pick him up again. I'd help him back up.
Nice. Okay.
Falls down again.
Thank you. He's able to get up, and he just starts making his way away from you.
Dude, but
He's gonna cast.
I ain't gonna lie. I would want to. I'm just gonna looking like just kind of puzzled and walk back to Karis, kind of limping
You got it.
with 2 health left.
Karis is on
Nice.
his phone.
Karis.
19 what?
Karis, you look up to see Eden making his way back, just completely limping. With that,
He's limping.
oh yeah, he's limping. He's messed up. He's holding his ribs.
got a big goose egg on the back of his head.
Yeah, just huge bruise on. Actually, the back of his neck is kind of bleeding
Let's go.
from a slight abrasion.
I don't know if I told y'all. He has a bald spot in the back of his head.
Oh, Eden?
What a loser.
Why?
Remember when y'all plucked it?
Just like a small little
Oh
spot. Small little spot.
To smoke it.
That's right.
Oh my.
Boy, this is gonna be so weird out of context for the audience.
Dude.
They took baby hair and they smoked it. Yes, that's what happens in
He just took a
D&D.
whole chunk of hair out of his head, wrapped it around his finger, and went,
Cars, dude. What's your passive perception, Cars?
Not great. Let me see. 12.
Cool. Nice.
so much hair to smoke.
He said,
Okay, with that.
Sorry.
With
So I
that.
just kind of limp and I'll just.
Yeah.
Hey, Karis, is she here yet?
What happened to you?
I fell.
A really long flight of stairs.
Do I need to roll to know that that's bullshit?
Huh?
Do I need to roll to know that that's bullshit?
He said,
Yeah, roll insight. You'll roll deception with disadvantage.
that's code for I got jumped.
8.
he said I fell on the
17.
club twice.
Yeah, he's lying. He's lying. So.
Anyway, has she made
What?
it in yet?
No.
Has she made it in by the time I come?
No.
Jesus.
Help me understand why you would lie about something like that.
Because it's not a big deal, Karis. Fine. We're good. Everything's fine. I'm not embarrassed at all. We're good.
Are you perhaps a victim of spousal abuse?
Of what?
Spousal abuse? You show behavior of someone who's been
Oh my God.
beaten by one close to you.
I got beat, but not by somebody else close to me, Karis.
Christ.
I'm sorry. Hey, have you ever heard the term "the enemy wears the face of a friend"?
Have I?
The enemy comes
Huh?
with the face
Have
of
I?
a friend.
No.
No.
That's crazy.
Where would you have heard such a term?
I don't know. A silly tune. Anyway, where is Shoddy?
Meanwhile, they're calling the fire department.
Where
how
is
much
Shorty?
fucking glaze is in this brewery? Bro.
So
People
with
are
that,
suffocating in the amount of glaze.
so
in
with
this
that, there's
brewery.
a little bit. You guys go ahead and sort of hear. Oh, not that. That's too much.
Oh,
God.
That's way
I
too
thought they were locking the place down.
Oh.
Oh, it's a
You
flood
go
siren,
ahead.
bro.
You go ahead and just hear a small little bell just sort of ring as Jack says, "Oh, 1 second, I'm getting a gram back." Goes over,
Thank God.
said, after a while, pops out and says, well, looks like Ma's making her way over to the. No, she's not going to be coming here, unfortunately. I'm sorry, folks. She said that she's unfortunately too busy. She's going ahead and gathering some papers from the. Let me see. From one of our competitors, friendly competition, like you said. That's what we're all about here, despite current circumstances. Anyways, don't worry about that. The Bannered Barrow. She's making her way over there. It's not too far from here, just over in Old Quarter. Where is that? Where is that at? Vlad goes ahead and speaks up and says, I believe it's by the statue. If I'm not mistaken, it's by the statue of Sir K. Lockjaw, his statue. Oh yeah, that's right, by the pool. Yes, that's right. Do any of you know where that is?
As I roll.
I probably would, huh? I'm from this.
Yeah, you would know. You would know.
Well, I'm not gonna say that because I'm not supposed to be from here.
I'll go, well, actually, sir, I've only been in town for a day now. Honestly, came here for this business trip. But if you could direct me, I'd love to maybe catch her. Is that what you're saying I should do? Go catch her at the...
Jack, you think you can hold down the fort here? Of course I can, brother. I manage this all the time. It ain't like you do anything good. Vlad says, you know what? A breath of fresh air would be good for me. Yes, actually. I'm really excited by this opportunity. There's so much we have to discuss, but my mother has always had a good grasp on these things.
Are we supposed to be hearing like crows?
Yeah, but there's something happening over there.
Oh.
No.
Oh,
No?
you said no.
Yeah, no.
Oh. Wait, you lying or?
No, I'm not lying.
Okay.
I was like,
Just have to ask that I'm lying. No.
Okay.
But with that, he says, I'd be glad to accompany you.
Okay. Well, I guess it's just me and my acquaintance, my two acquaintances here.
Okay.
Sure. Yeah. Go ahead and lead us.
Let's go.
All right. Let's follow me. It's not too far from here. Roughly the same distance, about 20 minutes.
Sure. Yeah. Do you mind if I stop by the post office really quick?
Oh, absolutely. So our railway station does have a courier service here.
Cool.
So
Yeah.
feel free.
I gotta stop and drop a letter off.
Okay. Yeah. Certainly.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. Tell you what. You want to give me the directions real quick? I have to, since I need to go to the post office. Maybe I should just go by myself, and you can take my acquaintances really quick.
Yes. No. Absolutely. Yes. It's really simple, really straightforward. You're gonna go past the gate. Then go ahead and take the first left. You're gonna go down a little ways to the second gate, and then the brewery should be about right there. It's actually gonna be heading towards the castle, as a matter of fact.
Alrighty. Well, I'll see you in just a bit. I'm gonna go drop this letter off. My two acquaintances will go with
See you in
you.
a bit, Saban.
Alrighty. I'm gonna skedaddle out of there.
Okay.
Try to make myself as obvious as possible. Maybe take a glance around and see if I can see the guys. Johnny, you would see me come out the front, and I'll kind of make eyes at you while I'm walking out to kind of try and signal you with me.
Good.
And then I'll try to regroup with the guys to let them know where we gotta go. And then I'm not gonna drop the letter off. I wanted to, but I won't. Just to kind of let you guys know where we're going and that Janet's gonna be there. And then they're gonna go with Jack, and I'll let you know the situation.
We'll make our way there as well.
Okay.
All right.
But now that we know, I would say you would see a beat up Eden. You'd be like, okay,
Oh shit! What?
that's cool.
Oh God.
We are going to stake out. The plan is still the same. We're going to stake out, and
Uh-huh.
we're going to follow her, and we're going to expose all her misdoings. Is anybody else seeing double right now?
No, I guess I'm a little bit buzzed, maybe, but that's because I drank.
I think Eden is in need of some healing.
I think I have a concussion.
Seamus is the only. Seamus or Heston. Seamus.
He hit me on the side with it.
Wait, Percy. Don't,
He can't.
wait.
He
Percy
can't.
doesn't- The two healers are the ones who are keeping the jig up. So.
No, it's okay. I'm sure a concussion never hurt anybody.
Okay. We're just gonna have to tail them for a bit and see if we can get one of them to split off to come help you out.
Who got a tail? Buck Harris is the only one with a tail.
You call him Vicarious?
No, I
Because
said
his little
only
Buck
Harris
Harris
was the one with the tail.
Oh.
Mm.
Vicarious.
All right. Well,
Okay, we'll go. We
Yeah.
got this.
you guys can take the long way around so you can get
We'll be back.
headache away. All right, Johnny. Ready to roll?
what are we doing?
You were there when I explained the whole thing.
Right.
You weren't okay. So I know the directions to get to Janet. So we're just gonna go there, and we'll follow her home.
Right. And then we break in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
absolute cat burglar and all that.
Yep.
Seamus and Heston, I guess you guys are just talking to Vlad about just the different business dealings and things like
They
that.
would be going, right? Because I said
Heston-
Oh yeah, that's right. They would be going. They would
Heston
be-
is. I'm not.
Vlad sort of looks to you and says, "Well, we already went ahead and have sort of taken over the family business. My mother retired a little under 10 years ago. At this point, she serves as the outer woman, sort of an unofficial title because there's
The face of the business.
the sort of matriarch of the business, but more importantly, she serves as a figurehead for the Hoppers and Grapers Guild. You see, there's no real leadership. Everything is done by a majority vote, but she holds a significant sway over most of the policies. Effectively, many of the majority voters are in favor with her,
Oh.
as she has always been seen as very fair. Now, of course, the owners of the Aaron Spigot and the Bannered Barrel have been given off some wild accusations as of late, but rest assured, they're all rumors.
What kind of accusations?
Just nonsense, really, jealousy, as it were.
I'm just curious. That way, if I hear them, I can, tell them to stop.
Roll persuasion.
You better stop it. You better stop.
Better stop that nonsense, dude.
Can't wait to spread these rumors.
Let's go.
22.
22.
22.
Okay, nice. He sort of looks at you and says, "Well, a good brewmaster as yourself, you understand the business.
Oh yeah.
Some would say, specifically the owner of the Arrow and Spigot, would say that my mother stole the recipe, specifically the idea of the secret ingredient, from them. And then, of course, the owner of the Bannered Barrel is going along with it as well,
Preposterous.
saying exactly, precisely my point. And, of course, the Bannered Barrel is only going along with it to try and even its odds out. Naturally. Between me and you, what I really think is going on is the owner once tried to take my mother's hand in marriage, and she refused. And I think he's still a little bit sore, and so he's just agreeing with the blokes over at the Aaron
I
Spigot.
can't stand people that become disgruntled lovers.
That's what I'm saying. Absolutely ridiculous. Just lying in general, deception.
Lying?
There's no need for it.
I swear, lying and impersonating other people is just.
It's a
It burns
shame.
me up inside.
It's a shame.
Yes.
The old ones called it identity fraud, and
Really?
people suffered every year from it.
Just absolutely. Oh, makes me want to tear up wet paper tissue. It makes me so angry.
God, they're not trig at all, are they?
No trig.
Not
No
trig.
trig.
To be found.
Zero trig detected.
The mothers are gillies. I'm sorry. I'm
Oh
getting
my
preposterous
word,
here.
man.
I'm getting preposterous here.
Speaking the truth, I see. But of course, no better feel sad.
Same as I here, right? Okay, cool.
The
Okay.
spirit lives on.
His spirit lives on.
Well. All right.
I'm sorry. It's getting me heated.
Oh,
even
it's
just
okay.
thinking
Me
about
as
it.
well. I mean, let's keep walking and walk this anger off.
Absolutely preposterous. Just preposterous.
That's
all I can
continue
say.
this conversation at the location.
The rest of you guys are, as they're kind of walking and going, you guys are meeting up and talking.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright. So before we get there, I'm gonna probably split up from you, come back the way they think I will be coming from, and you guys are gonna have to take a different route, or just be separate from me. All right. Just saying.
Hey, you don't need to grab nothing over there.
Surprised they didn't call the fire department with how much glaze is in that brewery.
They don't be slipping up the glass.
That's right.
Glaze flammable?
They're suffocating in there. Someone's got to rescue them. So much glaze is in there.
You don't understand, Chuck. They're drowning in the glaze.
It's stuff. There's not even air in there. Let it on fire.
They must need a lifeguard.
Well, it's nothing to it.
He didn't set it ablaze.
No.
He set it up.
Glaze.
Come on now.
Glazed potato chips, dude. Y'all about to get jumped, I think.
I think so. I think that's what's about to happen.
I'm about to get jumped again.
Eden's over there with 2 hit points.
Okay, guys.
Use that debt card if I can.
It's
So-
a good card.
So you guys kind of have y'all's game plan. You're gonna start making your way. Okay.
We won't be too far behind. I should note that. Like we're.
Yeah.
If you can keep up with your broken nose.
No, it
I'm
doesn't.
good, cuh. Two
It
hit
doesn't
points
take-
go a long way.
It doesn't take long for you guys to catch up. As effectively y'all are just you're able to kind of just follow behind and blend in with the crowd. Really everybody who would see y'all would know that you guys are a group, but Vlad is distracted with Mr. Longbottom and Seamus as they keep going.
Boris Longbottom.
And with that,
That's like a groovy band, man. Longbottom and Seamus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, what's a pompous name?
Yeah.
that was good. That was solid.
I was gonna call you like Gregory or Joffrey Sinclair. That's what I was gonna
That'd have been
call
cool
you.
too.
That's good. That's
Yeah,
good.
but Joffrey's in his dream.
That's true.
This red figure will represent Vlad this time around. With that, let us see. Vlad leads the way. He's gonna make his way here, kind of going between the streets. Several carts are being pulled throughout the town as they're kind of heading towards either the farmers district or to further into Old Quarter. Seamus is falling behind with Hissing Cord right alongside Vlad. And then, what is our marching order for the rest of our party?
I'd be coming in from a separate angle than these guys are.
I think eat him at the front so we can take the first hit and die.
Thank you so much, Seamus, for being so considerate.
Are we trying to like sneak up to him?
We're trying to just stay. I was thinking
a
we were just
decent
staying at a
distance away.
distance to. We're gonna be stealthy, so I'm gonna be hiding.
I would
towards
think
the
that I'm
back.
going to be at the back near the edge of the alley next to Eden, helping him walk because he's crippled.
I'll be a little bit in front of them, stealthed, I guess.
Yeah, we're the objective here is that once she slips out of the house, we start tailing her. So I would say we're trying to, if I'm right, not to speak for everybody,
I think
but
we're meeting in the middle of the quarter, right?
Yeah,
y'all
that's the
are,
idea.
we're not.
Yeah, yeah. So I don't know. I don't think we're meeting her at her house, right? We're not.
Yeah,
No,
not
we're
meeting
waiting
on
for her to
not
walk
meeting
out.
on
She
no,
said
no.
wait till she comes out of the house.
And
Well,
keep
out
in,
of the-
and keep in
out of
mind
the
the
bar,
only
said.
the only
Not
direction you can come in is anywhere over on that end, basically.
I think what might be our best bet is going in between the buildings,
Yeah.
if that space
There's a
actually
lot of
exists.
crowds. I mean, y'all can follow
It does exist, but you guys are gonna have to come from the beginning part there first.
That's fine.
Is the crowd situation pretty dense here or not?
No, fair enough. There's probably more people kind of coming in and out, but really, the main crowds right now, it's pretty light. It's kind of midday, as it is. So people are just kind of really these people driving their carts. There's somebody cleaning the windows of what looks to be this residency here. This person is not on a horse, but is carrying an ox behind him. And then you have a copper that is right here looking after this fountain. And there's a statue of what looks like a bearded man in cowboy attire holding two revolvers like this. As it is the statue of Sir K. Lockjaw.
So I guess Saban, having split off from them, he would, if they're just getting there, he would make his approach as quickly as he could.
He would what?
Try to
Sa-
rejoin us.
Yeah, Saban's going to try and rejoin Seamus and Cord here.
Yeah, so you would have joined in. Vlad would turn around and said, Saban, great of you to join us.
Yes, sir. Letter was finally delivered.
Oh, glad to hear it. Glad to hear
Indeed.
it. And so with that, so what is the marching order for everybody else then?
He's going to be up front. Me and him will be kind of next to each other in the back.
Okay. Are you going to be ahead of them? Maybe how many spaces are?
No, I'm gonna be in the front.
You're going to be in the front? Okay.
Yeah.
So you're right over here.
Word.
Done. Me and
Cars.
Cars are behind.
Pretty John Moore.
Okay.
Pretty John.
Awesome. Yeah. So as y'all go ahead and continue forward, you see as Vlad kind of turns and says, "Oh, mother, oh, over here." As you see a woman with actually sort of lighter, little bit of lighter, dirty blonde hair, a little bit older looking, but is dressed in nice kind of regal attire that seems to be kind of a more green themed in nature. Sort of nice earrings coming off from the side as she kind of turns and looks, some blush applied to her face. And she says, "Vlad, what's all this ruckus?" With that, okay. Does anybody have a passive perception of 14 or above.
I have 16.
16? 15? Okay.
15.
Okay, cool. Nice. So y'all don't know who this is, but you do see what looks to be a some strange kid over here just hiding out, just kind of like looking like this, and then just sort of looks up occasionally. Like that.
Can I try to look in the direction he's looking up at?
Absolutely. Roll me a perception check.
I'll do that as well.
Mm-hmm.
They're trying to kill her.
That's what I'm wondering.
Oh shit.
Is it those I bet it's Omar.
Oh shit. It might
Oh, that's
The
a good
Hankin
point.
twins.
I got a 19.
19?
I got a 16.
Let me see.
I got a 9.
Shit.
Our last name's Poe, right?
Okay, wow.
19 might do it.
You see,
That was a group roll.
huh?
That was 3 people rolling. That was a group roll.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I got a 16, he got a 19, so I think we passed.
Nice. Oh, well, I don't know. This one is a little bit more individualistic.
Okay.
As you see that he's kind of looking up, and you see that he's looking up off to your side, effectively off to your left, as sort of having crawled right on top of this wall
Shit.
and sort of crouching down with a hand crossbow is Omar,
Fuck.
as
Yep,
I'm
yep.
immediately running and tackling Janet.
Okay, absolutely. Go ahead.
Mr. President.
Go ahead and I just want you to roll initiative against these two.
All right.
Did I see that with my 16?
Huh?
Did I see that with my 16?
You did not. Okay.
If Heston's gonna act here, I'm also going to act. I'm
Yeah.
gonna wait for this to resolve.
Absolutely.
And then I'll react.
I figured that
Absolutely.
we would probably react and like he kind of gets a surprise round and then we get a chance.
That's
to roll
exactly what's gonna
initiative
happen.
I got an 8.
You got an 8?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So with that, oof. Okay. You will have a chance to. Actually, no. So, first things first. Omar's brother here kind of turns, sees that you see what he's seeing, and he's going to try to go to intercept. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. As he's kind of pulling out with a dagger as well.
So
35.
Heston hasn't acted yet.
He has not. He's going to use action to dash. 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. And he's going to get in the way right there. And with that, it is now your turn.
I'll just move around him, and I'm actually having a movement even if I dash, and just block the view of the crossbow guy from her,
You got it.
and just yell out, "Assassin on the rooftop!"
As soon as he says
So you get in
that,
the way?
Well, like I want to be, yeah, okay, sorry, in front of everybody.
No, you're good.
I had 60 feet with dashing, so that was enough to get around and.
Yeah, that was enough to get around it. As you run and say that, everybody kind of turns and looks. Omar's eyes go wide.
And
Yes.
bonus action, I will give him a bardic inspiration.
Nice. Okay, yeah, so as you kind of go, you hurry, strum the instrument. Dun-dun-dun.
I'll just say, like, as I just say, protect this fair maiden from these criminals.
Yeah, we're he's like Elvis Blunts.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
Come on, man.
That's awesome. Okay, with that, Omar just turns to fire as he's going to fire to the closest thing, and he goes ahead and takes a shot at you.
It's alright, I'm blocking that.
Alrighty.
Does your shape change go away if you take damage or anything?
I have to look. I'm
Oh,
not
I
sure.
don't think so.
He is at a high enough ground. Okay. 17 plus 4. That's probably going to hit.
I'm gonna silvery barbs him.
Nice. Okay. So you got to re-roll?
Yep.
Okay, nice. Is it just one roll, or like if he has advantage, does he have to re-roll both?
It's just one more roll.
Nice. Okay, cool. He got a 16.
It's alright, that hits. It's
Okay.
alright.
And with that,
Yeah, no, it doesn't change. I revert back if I die, but.
You what?
I revert back if I die, but.
you
if
take
that-
3 piercing damage as the crossbow shoots, and goes ahead and gets you like right into the fatty part of your arm. There's a small thing, and you feel it stab.
Hey, all this damage means is that we just won her over.
That's right.
So
That's exactly
I'm okay
right.
with that.
After
Were you done?
has gone,
Huh?
Were you done with that?
Yes, that is his turn.
Saban is absolutely acting.
Yeah, so I assume we all roll initiative now, right?
I want everybody to roll initiative.
Oh my fucking god.
Oh,
A 1 + 5, 6.
A 2 + 3, 5.
Oh my god.
3 + 4, 6. I mean, 7.
I still got the highest initiative with an 8.
9.
Let's go.
Oh
He's the only person who's in the double digits.
14.
14. Okay.
Holy,
Okay.
that
I'll
has
do that.
gotta
I'll
be
do it
the
like
worst
this.
initiative roll.
30 to 25.
You might as well start at
single
15.
digits.
Just
We're
start at
all
15.
single digits.
Start at 15.
25 to 20.
No, you're gonna have to go. Just start at
Just
15.
start 15.
bro.
Not me.
Oh.
Not old Omar. Or not Omar's brother. That is. Okay.
Jomar.
What did you get on initiative again?
8.
Okay, so
Start it with Riley.
15 to 10. 14 passes to Riley.
And then I had the next highest of 9.
9.
It's okay.
Okay.
And then he had the next highest with 8.
8. So, yeah, pass that on to him. Okay. So yeah, 10 to 5. Outside of the ones you already got.
6.
6. Okay.
7.
7 over there.
5.
So.
All right. So Omar
7, 6, 5.
passes to the 7. Boom
Got her good at help.
and boom. And our NPCs will go last. Okay. And with that, we go to the top of initiative as basically seeing that you guys are getting ready to go into action. Omar's brother just sort of looks, okay, oh god. He's going to go ahead and turn and run.
Oh, to
5,
me.
10,
Right.
15, 20. Up to Janet. And he's going to go ahead and make an attack with his dagger. Which might not hit. Yeah, it does not hit as he goes to stab, and Janet is able, like, in kind of caught off guard, she lets out a scream, and then is just kind of able to sort of back off enough to where Omar's brother, in his sort of frustration and blunder, just sort of swipes and misses completely. That adrenaline pumping through, you see sweat pouring down, and with that, we're going to go over to number 2 in initiative.
So, can you move me within 30 feet of her?
30 feet of her?
Yeah, I have 30 feet of movement. Can I get close enough to be within 30 feet of her?
Yeah, within 30 feet for sure. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I mean, easily enough.
I'm going to cast Sanctuary on her.
Let's go.
Nice, okay.
Absolutely go.
Very nice, very nice.
That's a bonus action, and as my action, I'm going to command the one on the roof to prone and fall off.
Nice, okay.
You can't
Is
call
Sanctuary
them
a spell?
hurt themselves.
Well, he's bouncing up there, right?
So here's the thing.
But is
Here's the
Sanctuary
thing.
a spell?
You do need it. You do need a small silver mirror
For Sanctuary?
for sanctuary.
I mean, is it consumed? 'Cause
That
it
is a
would-
material.
I mean, I would have it, but that's the case.
It's not consumed. Do you have a components pouch or anything like that? 'Cause
Components
that's one of the
pouch
things
or
we-
focus.
No,
focus.
he has a spell focus.
Yeah, I have a pendant.
You have a pendant. Okay, so then that's your arcane focus. All right. Okay, cool.
Cast Sanctuary on her, and can I not cast another spell?
You can't cast two
Is it
spells.
concentration?
No, it's still 2
Well, you have to
spells, so-
it can trip in a spell works, but
Yeah.
you can't cast 2 spells in one turn.
Yeah,
That's right.
True. That's true.
That's exactly right.
Then,
So just the sanctuary.
Sanctuary is
and then I will use my emboldening bond. I've already used. I'm gonna point at it's within 30 feet. Heston and Saban, and give them the D4.
Okay.
Thanks, brother.
Okay, awesome. Yeah. I guess kind of the way that it works is like you use your fingertips to shoot out like a little bolt of energy almost.
Yes.
Almost, it looks almost like a laser where it goes, shoo, and you guys suddenly feel invigorated by this
And you
powerful
can give
arcane
it
technology.
attack rolls.
Oh, let's
So
go.
what does it do?
Nice.
It gives a D4,
D4
to
to
attack
me and
rolls,
Saban.
ability checks, or saving throws
Super.
That's actually
Mhm.
for 10 minutes.
That's sick.
Can you use it more than once, or you just
Nice.
use the D4
That sounds
once?
unlimited, huh?
It's until the 10 minutes in.
Dang, that's
Okay,
clutch.
cool. Does that complete your turn?
I love players.
Number 3 is up next.
That would be moi.
It's
So
only once per turn.
I'm just gonna unfold my wings and fly 30 feet in the air.
Okay, cool.
How high
Everybody in
up
the
is
crowd.
the assassin right
Are
there?
you are you sure? Are you sure you want to do that in front of a crowd of people?
Yeah, you're
That's a
gonna
good
I'm gonna
question.
do it. I'm committed. I'm doing it.
with his balls out.
Okay.
I have
Wednesday.
garments on
I
today.
know,
Wednesday.
I did think I might need to fly today.
How high?
I considered it.
Cheeks
How high
flapping
are
in
you
the wind.
flying?
30 feet. How high up is the assassin?
The assassin is about 15 feet up on the slope.
Okay. Would I get a high ground advantage being 30 feet in the air?
You need at least, for me, high ground is at least 10 feet.
So yeah, you would have it.
Sick.
Don't even mind.
Well, yeah, absolutely, 100%. You go ahead and get up. Whoop. Fly up.
And then short and simple, I'm gonna Eldritch Blast the whatever his name is.
Omar.
Eduardo.
Nice. Okay.
19.
19, that does hit.
Sweet. And that's 3 damage.
3 damage? Beautiful. Okay. Yeah, you go ahead.
That's the second
Let
time
up-
you've.
You say these words in Inferno, and then this just pulse of energy, black and green energy, shoots out. Actually, what color is the energy? You tell me.
It's black and green. I was either gonna go with green or something like that.
Nice,
So black
okay.
and green's fine by me. And I will say, for now, I'm just shooting it out of my palms, and then I had a plan to go a little more thematic whenever I get some invocations and stuff. But.
Nice, very nice. Yeah, you go ahead and shoot it. Kind of strikes Omar in the back, as he sort of like feels that familiar singe once more. And yeah,
Good
you know,
to see
hurts.
you again, Omar.
Oh God, it's you, the freak. But still in the fight. But yeah.
All right, I'm done.
All right, nice. Okay, we go to number 4.
That's me.
All right.
Guy with crossbow already went this initiative, right? No, sorry, dagger guy did, right?
That's right,
All
that's right.
I'm gonna cast vicious mockery on Omar.
Nice.
And I'm gonna say,
On Omar right here.
yep.
Nice.
I'm just gonna strum at you. You clumsy fool! How did you think you could sneak? I heard you when you peeked.
Bar, certified bar.
Ice cold. Ice cold.
Wow.
So it's a wisdom 14 saving. throw.
Janet screams at how just amazing that was. Just absolutely baffled. Yeah, you go
We
ahead,
got
strum
fans.
it. The vibrations sort of echo through Omar's ears as you're able to tune your voice to that special frequency, and he just goes, ugh! And how much damage is it?
It's wisdom 14 saving throw.
Wisdom 14. Okay, he actually did pass that.
All right, silvery barbs.
All right, you got it.
I should be able to do that, right? Because the other one was
Yeah,
surprise.
your
turn.
reaction resets now that it's your turn, but you won't have a reaction.
Very nice. You got a 2.
Let's
go.
go.
2 plus his wisdom, but it's not gonna
All right,
pass it.
so I'll roll the damage.
Doesn't he go prone too?
3 damage,
He
and
gets disadvantage
Nice.
on his attack rolls.
yep. Now he has, as Garrett said, disadvantage on the next attack roll it makes.
Okay, yeah. He goes ahead, feels that vibration. He tries to cover his ears. As just blood is kind of pouring from his nose a little bit. As he just sort of hears that, and he just feels this stinging sensation in his mind and in his heart as well. As as a tear rolls down.
And bonus action, I'll give. I will give Johnny a bardic inspiration.
Nice. Yeah. So you go ahead and kind of part of that strum your.
I'll just strum and I'll say, "Stupid pirate, get him!"
Okay. Awesome.
He looks like an esteemed gentleman.
We move
right
on
now.
to number 5, which is Omar. As he goes ahead, he's just kind of looking around.
Disadvantage on his attacks if he attacks.
Absolutely.
That's right.
Still trying to decide what to do. He's still going to take that shot at Janet once more.
I
Well,
would've-
she's got
I would've-
sanctuary.
And I would have
She
backed
has to
up.
roll.
I would have backed up to guard her too.
Nice. Okay. Well, it's actually I guess you still would have been there, so she will have half cover,
Yeah.
and effectively, if he's still
That increases her AC, right?
yeah,
I don't
it
know.
increases
I
her
just didn't
AC.
remember
I
the
think
mechanic.
if he still rolls high enough to get your AC, you'll end up being hit, Austin.
Saving throw or-
But other than that,
They-
she's going to be more protected. Okay, so yeah, first thing's a wisdom.
Yeah, for the sanctuary.
14 wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom. Okay, he might actually get this. Let me see.
You better not.
Ba, 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 ba. No, he got a 12.
So
He has to attack somebody else.
He has to attack somebody else? Okay. So kind of instinctually, the crossbow aims at her, but then for some reason, he like feels himself drawn to you as he points it over. Actually, he kind of begins surveying his no, he doesn't know about anybody else over there except for you. So he goes ahead, points it over at you, fires.
Should still be a disadvantage.
Yes. And thank goodness for it, because he did roll 1 natural 20.
Sorry.
So it's going to be 17.
Yeah, it hits.
Okay, awesome. I mean, not really, but regardless.
Dude, she's gonna
3 piercing damage.
All right.
As the crossbow bolt goes into your into your thigh.
All right.
her knight in shining armor taking all these arrows for her.
Oh man, good stuff. Good stuff.
He's just a small town boy too.
That's right.
But he's looking at her in the eyes as he's doing
I was
this.
gonna say, God, this will make a beautiful song.
His bottom.
So I think she's gonna want to make a beautiful baby with you.
Bro, you did tell these dudes, bro, I'm not really a bard, and then you're up
I
there.
told him I played a little instrument. I didn't lie.
He was humble. Look, just
Yeah,
like
just
our Lisa and
humble,
our
yeah,
guy
just like-
would. As
Okay,
it was
with that, we go to
written.
number 6.
Oh, that's me.
All right, you got that bardic inspiration too.
Word.
He's gonna straight up
Jonathan Creedmoor.
kill everybody here.
I actually don't think I can do literally anything.
Now remember, you only have the saber right now.
Yeah, I can't do anything. I guess I'll move up 30 feet and then end my turn.
You got it.
You don't have cunning action yet. Oh yeah.
Level
that's-
one.
You don't want to dash?
I could, but then I wouldn't be able to do anything.
Never mind, but you'll get closer.
I can dash, yeah, 60 feet.
No, it's up to you.
No, I'll go ahead and
That
dash.
makes the most sense.
20, 30, 40, 50, 55. Where do you want to go to?
That's fine. Yeah. Up to the brother.
60.
But they're both brothers.
So right there.
Alright.
Okay, cool. We go over to number 7.
Saban. All right. I'm sitting next to Vlad.
Yeah, you're right next to Vlad. As Vlad just kind of looks and says, Mom!
Vlad, I'm gonna need you to calm down. This is a stressful situation. What you need to do is you need to go find an authority figure as soon as you can and bring him over here.
So there is a copper right there who will end up reacting.
All right. Well, Vlad, I'm gonna need you to stay out of danger. Okay, we can't lose you. What we're gonna do is, I've been on the road for a long time. I got this. So he's got 25 feet.
Little legs.
So this is
That's
That's me.
Seamus. That's Seamus.
this one is.
No, that's just a driver. It's Omar, and then Omar's brother right here.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25 right here. 15.
Yeah, so the wall is 15 feet high.
And he's looking pretty hurt, right?
Yeah, he's looking very hurt.
Is it time to do it, do him?
I'm throwing a dagger at him.
Ooh.
The dagger of crime.
Yeah.
You're not in frame.
You never give it back? No, you gave it back.
No, I did. I bought one from the blacksmith.
That's right.
That's right. That's right.
Throwing.
That's right.
So I'm gonna throw it.
Okay. You know the rules for throwing?
It's for throwing. It's 20 feet, and then at disadvantage it's 60.
Yeah.
So I should be flat here, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I almost don't want to use that one. But
Well-
I'll use it anyway.
Yeah. You're good.
Yeah.
You're good.
Okay.
Does he have high ground?
No.
Like low ground disadvantage?
I mean, if you fuck my ass, I would.
I won't say no. I won't do the low ground. I won't do the low ground disadvantage.
Yeah, whatever. Alright. My bad.
Is a thrown weapon straight?
18.
18 does hit.
All right.
Not daggers.
It's a D4 plus 5.
Yeah, not daggers. I think. Because they got the finesse property.
I think that's thrown.
Max damage, 9 damage. With that
Let's
dagger.
go, Bubba.
9 damage. How do you kill him?
Oh yeah.
If you want to kill
How
him.
do you
I
do
don't
9
wanna
damage
kill
with a dagger?
I do
That's
not
crazy.
wanna kill him.
Okay.
What I want to do is I want
You
to
have to
throw.
kill him. No, you don't. You threw it. Not true.
I simply refuse. What I'm going to do is I'm going to throw at his leg and have him collapse off the wall.
Okay, nice. Yeah. You go ahead, throw it. It hits. You hear him
Hits
kind of
his leg.
scream out in pain, and then as he
Well,
kind of
when he falls, he knocks himself out.
Yeah,
and then as he kind of falls, he just sort of hits the ground.
All
Right there.
And then I have a bonus action, but I do have a dagger. Well, I can actually move. Can I throw for an offhand as well, or no? Is that a thing?
Yes, but you can't use
You
your
can't use
your modifier.
damage modifier, right? You
Yeah.
still have your to hit.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that guy hasn't really been hit all that much, I don't think, right?
No, yeah, he hasn't really been hit.
Right.
I don't think he's been hit at all, actually.
That'll be my turn then.
Okay.
And I did
Awesome.
mark off that for that dagger, so I don't have it.
Okay, that'd be your turn. We go on to number 8.
That'd be me. Can you just move me behind Omar? I'm gonna dash to have 60 feet of movement.
Absolutely. So you're gonna go counter Omar over here.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna go behind him.
Okay, cool. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 40. As you go behind him, he's utterly unconscious on the ground.
That'd be my turn.
Okay, absolutely. We go on over to some of our esteemed NPCs here. The copper, immediately turning, seeing the commotion, says, "Back off, kids! Back off!" As he goes over,
We did all the work. Y'all did all the work.
Basically.
as he runs over and goes to disarm our good friend Omar's brother. Okay. Ooh. Boom and boom. Yeah, you see as he basically takes out a saber and then just immediately hits the dagger. The dagger falls to the ground. Omar's brother just kind of looks in shock, and that completes the guard's turn. Janet is going to go ahead and just turn and run back inside her house, just screaming the entire time.
Wait,
like,
is that her house?
like, yeah, that's her house. Or no.
The bar. That's a bar.
Yes, it is. It is a tavern.
Oh, that's right. She went.
That's right. That's right. As she just sort of turns around and runs back in, just going, "Oh, by the gods, by this!" She goes ahead, just kind of runs inside to protect herself. Vlad just sort of lets out a scream of fear and goes to run behind the statue here. This horse just kind of goes as the rider wants nothing to do with it. He's gone. Everybody else is just kind of stopped amidst the commotion. Okay, and we go back to Omar's brother at the top of initiative, as he just sort of looks around, seeing what's going on, and he just looks back. He says, "Brother, and then just looks to y'all, and he just hightails it. Y'all will have there'll be 3 different opportunity attacks on him.
Okay.
The guard will go first with his.
Sorry.
Okay. And he is able to hit as his brother takes 6 damage. You can already see just this massive cut in his leg as he just keeps trying to move. Are y'all going to take an opportunity attack?
Sure.
I can't do cantrips as an opportunity attack, right?
No,
Not unless you have.
a melee
Yeah.
weapon.
So my daggers got stolen, so
Could
I can do
punch him, huh?
I can do unarmed strike, but that does 0 damage.
Do it anyways.
Yeah.
Do it anyways for the principal.
I'll do it. Yeah, I'll just swing at him.
Yeah, go ahead.
Does an 18 hit?
Does an 18 hit?
Oh.
Yes, it does. Oh, and you do have advantage since he is flanked.
Oh, I got a natural 20.
Okay, still at
20?
I got a natural 20.
You got a natural 20?
First one.
Okay.
Damage.
Okay. Well, hey, I tell you what, though. Technically, with our rules,
0 times 2.
you still do critical damage. So
How do the rules work for that? Our home rules for that?
You just roll it, multiply by 2, right?
And then he gets a wound.
yeah, and he gets a wound.
It's gonna be 0 by.
So you can leave a
Yeah,
you can
0
leave a little
times
wound.
2 equals 0. Yay.
Yay!
Can't wait for you to punch his arm off.
That would be amazing. Are you kidding me?
I'll let Sam do his
You
damage
heard his
first.
pride.
Okay. You are actually able to get a solid punch,
I was
but
gonna say
the
like,
0 damage.
I was gonna say like, since it's 0 damage, I could swing and miss, but like I fall into him and kind of knock him forward.
Yeah, I tell you what. I'll give it to you, and I'll say that it reduces his movement.
Let's go.
8 damage.
Oh, he's dead.
8 damage.
Go.
How do you want to kill or knock him out?
Yeah, I'm just gonna run my rapier straight through his throat.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Through his throat. A good man.
Yep.
Let's not.
I couldn't decide on robbing or killing today, but I won't kill him.
Hey, you did say.
I did say we'll see how the day goes.
Yeah, you know,
You said you weren't yet sure.
Yeah, I wasn't sure yet.
There you go.
you go ahead,
Cause a wheel.
just stab him right into the throat as he goes to scream. Falls to the ground, dead.
Johnny immediately gets arrested.
You know, it's always a nice change up between killing and robbing. You know, I normally rob, but I like killing too.
Oh.
And with that,
So he's a psycho too.
the copper just kind of looks to you with familiarity. You.
My hat.
And that's where we'll end the session.
Oh my.
Guys, thank you for joining us for another wonderful episode of Smoking Gun.
Oh, God.
It seems
Johnny's
that our
going back
party,
to
in
jail.
doing the right thing, may have found themselves in a tough spot. But
Everybody but just Johnny.
we've seen this group of individuals make friends before,
Yeah.
get out of
And it's a
interesting
copper.
situations.
We got a powerful lady.
It's a copper. They're under the dense control. We'll be alright.
Let's see if they can keep up their momentum and get the answers that they seek to appease the dent. Anyways, like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. If you like what you see, share it with a friend. I have been Kamerun Stanton, your humble DM. This has been our wonderful group of players. And we will see you on the next one.